In a world of viral headlines and social media frenzy, one
show dares to ask,
what's real
and what's just hype?
Welcome to
Welcome to Good Dad, Bad Son,
where we break down today's hottest topics with a twist. I'm your host,
Will Fletcher.
Today we'll tackle everything from trending hashtags to old school wisdom. We'll dive deep, fact check hard, and maybe learn a thing or two along the way. Because in this fast-paced world, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about thinking critically and keeping the conversation going. So buckle up. It's time to separate the facts from the fiction, the memes from the meaningful, right here on Good Dad, Bad Son. What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of Good Dad, Bad Son. It's Will. It's BJ.
What's up?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. I'm excited.
Another long week.
I'm in that truck.
It ain't over yet, is it?
No, I'm getting right back in it.
Right after this?
That truck right outside. That truck right outside, blocking the driveway right now.
Happy Friday, Jazz. Appreciate you.
What up, Jazz? What up, though? What's the word, man? What you looking like?
Man, same old. Grinding. This is our busy season. At the school, it slow down for me in the wintertime, but you know, everybody be on their new year, new me. So everybody want to come get a certification, and we
do something with their life.
Absolutely. So try to get it in before, because we only got a little 4 months, and the next thing you know, it's summertime. Nobody want to sit in class when it's 80 degrees.
Man, Dash ran away from home.
No.
Yeah, the Frenchie is gone.
How long you been gone? He might
2
come.
days.
He ain't chipped?
No, he done. I think he is chipped though. I think so.
Yeah, y'all can find him if he chipped.
I think so.
Yeah.
yeah, he chipped. That's a good question. Yeah, we got him chipped. When he went to his first visit, when he first got him, he went to the vet.
They asked you about 49 times. I know he.
Yeah, he got chipped. It ain't that much, neither.
No.
I don't even think we want him back.
No, more trouble.
I don't care. Another mouth to feed. For real.
Nope, somebody that ain't bringing in no income.
Ain't bringing no income in, bro. Already tired of these kids. For real. And he keep running, he keep dipping. So
for real? Yeah. He got somewhere else to be.
Yeah, it's so bad here, nigga. Bye.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Nigga, bye.
Damn.
What up, though?
Man, I'm happy to be back on here. I've actually been waiting for it because we got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, man. Well,
all the rappers want to be gangsters.
All the rappers going to jail. Everything they said about Big U is
what's true. Jazz said Dash got a shorty somewhere.
Yeah, Dash is done. Dash is done. Somebody got Dash.
Tell me about, so what was, I didn't even follow the Big U joint like that.
So there's about, I keep hearing 50, but so far I don't see 19. 19 indictment, RICO case. He's still playing the big homie, Cuz, OG Crip gangbanging nigga.
But he's supposed to be a music exec, right?
He's supposed to be a community activist. He get paid from the police department.
Wow.
Like $500,000 a year for gang intervention. But he's he the one extorting everybody in the hood.
Wow.
Extorting the stores, the marijuana shops. So and he killed his son's best friend, a kid that used to live with him and all, a kid that because he ran a football league too.
Yeah.
So one of the kids, Rayshawn Williams. That's what it really is about right now.
He killed him or he had him killed?
Killed him. Well, he was there.
Wow.
They drove to Vegas together. They went to Vegas.
And he didn't come back.
He didn't come back. They found his body ditched in the ditch in Vegas in the desert.
He think he on damn casino or something.
Yeah. And they had
Nicky Santoro.
Big U's DNA was in his fingers.
Wow. Like a defensive wound.
Yeah, they must have been strapping or something.
Yeah. Oh, he threw.
Yup, he done.
But what is he, 50 something?
So he gotta be like 50. He pushing 60.
Damn.
You gotta be like 57, 58.
You got to be a damn fool.
Yeah. Yeah, you're pushing 60. Let me see. I said my volume. Turn my volume up in my mic. Please. Yo. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to see that. Man. Damn, who sent me that clip? I gotta find that shit. But it's a clip that went viral with the girl, with the lady on the train, and she was talking about bring segregation back.
I ain't see that either.
Dope. I'm about to send it to you.
Okay.
She was dope. She was dope. That was a dope tape. You know, everybody took it all literal.
You know it.
You know what I mean?
What you always say, in their feelings.
In their feelings. Got the panties on the bunch. She didn't mean it like that. I know what she meant.
Okay.
Cause I be saying it. There you go. I thought I sent it to you, Will.
Was it today?
No.
What's up, Cal? Appreciate you, bro.
Cal, what up?
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all. We know how hard it is to step away on a Friday. I got it now.
Yeah, play that when you get a chance.
All right.
We can do a reaction to it. Let me know what you think. Who we got in the chat?
We got Calvin, we got Jazz. Mark was the first one in. We got 7 in the chat. They ain't identified themselves yet.
What's up, y'all? Don't be scared to talk. Don't be scared to type. Yeah, we got when you get that ready.
Okay.
We could react to that, do a reaction to that.
So outside of Big U, we got Yellow Beezy jammed up.
Yellow Beezy arrested, murder for hire on Mo 3.
Wasn't that his man though at one point?
Yeah, they all was together. Wow. They ain't nothing new. That ain't nothing new.
That's wicked though.
So the thing, while you get that ready, the thing that my guys is hitting me with now is Trump's dad was KKK. He's a racist. So how can I support Trump because Trump's dad was KKK? I don't know. I'm waiting for Marco to get up here so Marco could explain this shit to me. Cause first of all, I don't even know that the man is KKK.
Right.
But I don't care about what his father. So we pay for the sins of our father. Yeah? Whatever my father was, that I gotta pay for that. You know what I'm saying?
It was written somewhere. I heard that.
It came from an online internet. It came from an internet site.
Okay.
And then everybody else picked it up.
Ran with it.
Yeah, that his father was in a fight with the police. So supposedly it was 1,000 KKK members versus 100 police officers.
Sound like a Fat Joe story.
And they set it up. Yeah, exactly. And they set it up. But let me see. Everybody's saying my mic is low.
Let me. How about now, y'all?
How about now? Put a thumbs up in the chat for me, man, if my mic is fixed. My mic is ready. My mic sound nice. Check one. My mic. Where Maine at? Where Maine and Josh at?
Maine had just called my phone, but we had just went live though. So I'm loud enough, but you not. Calvin gave you the thumbs up.
Calvin, I'm good. All right, I'm good. Let's go. Give me a thumbs down if I'm not. Calvin gave me a thumbs up, so we good.
Jazz said you sound low.
Man, that's crazy.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn you off and turn you back on.
And it's up in my own headphone.
Bree said you sound like you far away. No worries. We'll swap you out.
We working on it. Oh no.
Oh.
What's up?
I got it, yeah.
He got it.
Now you about to be live and now you about
He
to be
got
yelling.
it, y'all. He got it.
He's super loud now, ain't
We
he?
back.
Noah's on the way. Marco on the way. Kurt on the way. People are on the way. People are on the way. What's up with y'all, man? What's up with y'all in the chat? What's up with y'all? Peace and love. Peace and love, Shakora. Peace in paradise, family.
I said,
All
yeah,
right, I'm
Josh,
good now, Josh.
Josh.
All right.
Perfect.
All right, we good to go now. Perfect. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. You got the video, Will?
It ain't gonna do it. I don't know my Instagram password.
Oh, all right. So I can change it. You keep going. Let me
So I guess they barely heard you before. So you was talking about Yellow Beezy, Murder for Hire, and once a partner of his, Mo3, down in Texas boys.
all the rappers going to jail.
Did you see the story though? Was it like the shooter came back and told on cuz, or they just put it together eventually?
Nah, you know it's gonna be somebody telling. You know it's gonna be that. Hey, how y'all feel about segregation, man? Should we bring segregation back?
So some people might have missed one of our early episodes when you spoke on we were actually thriving during segregation because we ain't had no choice, right?
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
How y'all feel about it? The thing was supposed to be separate but equal, but that was the whole issue. It was separate, but it definitely wasn't equal. And then I think we went down the road where when we finally did decide to do our own thing, they bombed us, and
That's because we had no choice but to deal with each other.
right.
We was forced. We was forced to support each other.
Mm-hmm. All we got is us now, but some people don't understand that.
They don't care.
It's selfish.
They don't care. Yeah, they don't care. Let me see. How you feel about?
Josh, what you think? We need to go back to being segregated? You always got an interesting take. Man said, "Don't want to be anywhere I'm not wanted." That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Can we go back to being segregated?
It's gonna be rough. We don't own anything. We're gonna be hungry. We have to learn how to farm.
I mean, we still gonna do business. We got black farmers.
Yeah.
We will be forced to do business with the black farmers. We'll be forced to deal with the black farmers. We got black farmers though, especially in Georgia.
I think the behavior, it's gonna take a long time for the behavior to change, bro. It's gonna be rough to them first how many years?
If we was forced back in segregation,
you get loads from black companies.
I'm thinking more or less like you still, even when things were segregated, you still did business with white people.
Still did commerce.
It was white onlys and black only restaurants, but you still did business with white people. You still interacted with white people just because when we were segregated, we ain't just not do business with white people at all. What Josh said?
As long as it's equal. HBCU was a form of segregation, but funding was never equal.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was in a barbershop today.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know HBCUs is $50,000-$60,000 to go there.
Yeah, they ain't
Clark is $50,000.
They ain't cheap.
That's crazy. That would be good. Just stay in your lane. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Let it be known y'all don't want my money.
I can't find that video on what you call it. Go ahead, I hear you.
But we'll survive because we had to. Because we'll have to. We have no choice. Like sink or swim. That's how I look at it. I'm for it, honestly, but you need teamwork. It can't be a bunch of little groups. We got to come together as a whole.
I ain't gonna be able to do it, man.
No.
Nope. Anyway, it was a good. She was good. She was good.
Like you were saying, you had sent me earlier, some people have a problem with the citizens in Lincoln protecting themselves.
Oh, I forgot.
So how we gonna?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna survive segregation.
We don't need to play that video again, do we?
No. So we got the same. We got the usual suspects.
All right. So Lincoln Heights, man. The community took it upon themselves to defend, arm themselves, and play security with inside their community.
Because 1 week the neo-Nazis had a rally, and then the following week KKK was spreading literature in the same community.
Yeah. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about the Lincoln Heights people? Let me see. Let me go back to that. Yeah, Lincoln Heights is taking action into their own hands. Black armed group secures community after neo-Nazi protests in Ohio. What you guys think about that? Do you think that would start a race war? What y'all think?
I applaud them. I don't know who in their right mind would be against it. One, they would probably feel different if it was their neighborhood or if it were their kids being, traumatized. But I'm for it all the way. Can't keep turning the other cheek while these people just do what they want to do.
I'm definitely for it.
Yeah. They ain't hurting nobody. They just making sure they folks don't get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dude just said, stay in y'all lane. We ain't got no problem.
Daru wasn't with it.
For real? What did he think? What was his rationale? I know he ain't just leave it like that.
It might start a war and all this other stuff.
We wouldn't be starting a war if you're defending yourself, right? Wu coming.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We got to ask him because I ain't understand it. I ain't understand it. What else we got going on? The twins, they locked the Towns County volunteer firefighter up.
When they say he got arrested
for obstruction,
I was thinking he had something to do with the.
He took pictures of the body
and shared them.
Yeah.
The same thing they did with Kobe.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wasn't.
What is it to get fired from? He was a volunteer. That's a joke.
I thought it was something like he was a part of the murder.
Me too.
You know what I mean? They arrested. It's a misdemeanor. I didn't even know that was obstruction. I guess you interfering with the investigation. Mm-hmm. But he took a picture and sent it to somewhere. Put it on. What he did with it? Put it on social media.
They say he just photographed the bodies and shared it. I ain't get the details, but he's stupid for doing that.
I had to rush it. It's probably gonna look crazy, but we all right. New Jersey hospitals now asking parents to identify newborns' gender and identity. Another Democratic city.
While they're pregnant?
New Jersey hospitals are asking parents to identify newborns' gender and identity. When they born, probably.
Nah, you're right, man. We already in a race cold war. That's a fact. We just ain't decided to fight back. Them folks been at war with us.
You feel like you at war with somebody?
He said a cold war.
A cold war.
Mm-hmm. So we ain't, like Nora be saying, it's not war. We're getting slaughtered. Where Nora at anyway?
Everybody on their way.
Okay.
Everybody on their way. So, Trump plans to revoke Biden's pardons. Have you seen that?
No.
Yep.
My man, like a toddler up there just doing shit, bro.
You have a problem? How you feel about that? You have a problem about that?
It's not a problem, but why? Like we got pressing shit going on. He messing with that man.
He going after them.
Yeah, he pulled
going after them.
the security detail from his kids.
I would have done that. Yeah, what the fuck they got Secret Service for?
It's customary. His kids had it when he was out of the office.
I don't. Are we sure about that?
Well, he had it for sure.
Okay. But I mean,
We just never heard of nobody doing it.
Hunter Biden had like 18 Secret Service agents with him, and the daughter, Ashley Biden, had like 14 with her.
Bro,
That's 30 motherfuckers with them. Nah.
Hunter a crackhead. You need to you've been to a crack house before.
Y'all
You
can
need
get
security.
one each.
But he just canceled the whole joint.
Yeah, can't cancel it all then. But I mean, worst case scenario, y'all could get one each, bro.
Josh said he cool with it. That's between Biden and
Okay.
Trump. Stay out of rich folks' business.
Okay. And he said, Trump is funny, man. He said because Biden did auto pen as a signature for the pardons, they're no good.
Oh, he did.
There's actually a law against that.
It gotta be an actual signature.
It has to be an actual signature, y'all. You can't do auto pen. Somebody in the backstage, Za. Will. That's hilarious. Because Biden, what up, man? Because Biden did auto pen with the pardons, it's no good. Somebody in the backstage, Will. It's an echo in my headphones too. Oh yeah, I can hear. Damn, that shit picking up through main earplugs. That's crazy. Yeah. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. What you feel about Trump revoking Biden's pardons, man? Yo, man.
I don't know. Did they find a law on that though? They were saying ain't nothing in there that says you have to put it on paper.
I don't know. They say it's supposed to be a signature, an actual signature.
Is that?
But Biden used auto pen.
Or it's electronic signature, bro. It's literally how we sign all
Yo,
documents in 2025.
we gonna see.
When the last time you seen a wet signature anyway?
We gonna see, man.
They all signed through email.
We gonna find out. Oh, that's Marco backstage.
Okay.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
All right, here's one more.
Yeah. What up, Marco?
What it do?
Chilling.
New day, huh?
Hey, how you feel about Trump revoking Biden's pardons?
I haven't heard about that. Trump revoking Biden's pardon.
Yeah.
So he pardoned some people, man, and Trump say, nah.
Basically, like Dr. Fauci, the kids, his family, people that haven't even committed crimes, they got pardoned. So basically, he's trying to revoke those pardons from them.
Why?
And he's using the fact that Biden didn't actually sign it. He used auto pen. Marco laugh.
That's very comical, bro.
Yo, Trump having fun, man. Trump having fun.
Yeah, he really is.
Trump trying to find anything, bro.
At Americans' expense. I mean, that's where it's gonna be looked at.
Hey, but on a brighter note, this is what makes us proud Americans. They just announced the 6th generation fighter jet from the Air Force. Nothing in the world comes close to it. The most lethal aircraft ever built. Guess what the name of it? You know they have F-16 fighter jets. What's the other ones? F-12. It's 5 of them. This is the 6th one they made ever, right? This is the most lethal aircraft in the world, ever built in the world. Which I think the name of it is. It start with an F.
I don't know. Well, I want to know what they're gonna do with it.
F-47.
Of course. Of course.
I love it. I love it. F-47. What up, Noah?
How you doing?
I love it, man.
BJ, that auto pen shit is bullshit.
Hey, I feel like
every president has used auto pens over the past 20 years. Obama did his
you
part.
don't know that, Noah. You don't.
I know that. I literally know that for a fact. Google it. How did Obama sign everything? Auto
Well,
pen.
you might be right, but
I am.
They got beef. This is the first time you have a president in there that's beefing with people. You know what I mean? He ain't feeling them.
That's a good thing. That we got a president that's too preoccupied.
I like it.
His beef with a 90-year-old that he can't focus on getting us out the shit that he was complaining about 2 days ago.
I don't like that people that supposedly didn't commit crimes have pardons. How you pardon somebody for the future? I don't like that.
Trump got an eternal pardon for anything he ever does, apparently. You don't got a problem with that.
He committed a crime.
Yeah,
He committed a crime. You pardoning people that didn't commit crime. How you pardon your whole family for the future?
He didn't. How he pardoned his whole family for the future?
Biden pardoned his family. What you mean?
What do you mean for the future? He pardoned
for the future. It's a future pardon.
They haven't committed a crime yet. They already got the pardon in place.
Yeah, it's like up to like 2030 or something. You didn't know that?
I didn't know
about it, but I didn't think it was like actually like that. There's no way they allow them to pardon somebody without like.
Think about it. They haven't committed a crime. They haven't done anything. The pardon is for if something comes up in the future.
Get out of jail free.
What it say? Noah looking up. Marco, where your homeboy at that you had on the phone yelling at me, man? I ain't understand nothing he was saying.
he thought it was Saturday too. I told you it was Saturday.
Oh, nigga, we could send him the StreamYard app, the link. Shit.
He
got a phone.
Yeah, he had and shit.
Oh.
With some pieces.
What was yelling at you for?
I get him next time.
Yeah.
He was yelling about Trump.
Another emotional nigga, man. Mad at Trump.
You ain't talking about Trump. Y'all should have heard this cat. And me and my partner had to tell him that. We just went after any other conversation, all he could say was nothing.
Every week he called me with another dude that don't like Trump. We sit on the phone for about an hour. They yell at me. I don't understand half of the stuff they saying.
We said no. We put some facts. What you saying about these facts? My partner said too. See that?
He went silent.
Who, me? What happened? What he said?
He said, "How you feel about them facts?" This man was spitting at you.
What facts?
I texted you.
You texted to me?
Yeah, I texted you.
The only thing I remember is y'all saying that Trump daddy was KKK. So how any black man support Trump is crazy. That's what y'all was saying.
No, it wasn't.
I don't care about his dad being KKK.
That ain't it. Tell the truth.
Huh?
Tell the truth. Pull it up.
Say what it.
Yeah, just pull it up. The facts right now. You know, I mean, literally, you don't want to tell the truth.
Yeah, I don't see what you text me. I don't see nothing.
You were talking about something. Yeah, we were getting into it. We talking about truth. You were talking about this and that. And my problem was, oh man, Trump. And white folks were real mad. His ratings.
Oh, okay. Y'all said his ratings dropped. Okay, his approval ratings dropped. So
I'm about to like him.
He's still gonna be in there for 4 years, for the next 4
He don't care
years.
about the
So
ratings now. He got what he wanted.
We'll see. Time to
And
Guaranteed money. No matter the
yeah, it don't matter.
I think he's trying to like ease the water a little bit with like the racist crap he be dealing with. You know? So then he said something about some kind of segregation, video or something. He's trying to block or something. What do you say? What's going on with that?
I don't remember.
Something segregation.
I'm dead serious. Y'all was yelling. I didn't hear 80% of what y'all was saying, and y'all was yelling at me at the same time.
Boy, you were doing more than anything.
And your phone going in and out, Marco. I can't hear you clearly.
Shakira said Jesse Jackson and his son Jesse Jr. asked Biden to pardon him. They still
He
waiting.
taking emotions though, just me and him alone and keep nobody else in it. Like,
You might have to take that headset off. You did better without the headset.
what, is that?
Yeah, it's like it's going in and out or something.
It might be the. Let me switch.
Maybe
Let
this.
me.
You sound better when you was in the car.
Try turning your phone around. Sometimes the speaker's on something.
Oh.
Oh,
And what, he got to flip the screen?
Yeah, like turn his phone around so the speaker's not on the desk.
okay.
That's why she's a lawyer.
Did that make it?
Oh no, say something.
We'll figure it out.
Hey man, I'm out the ball game. Yeah, man. I don't have.
Say something that matter, man.
Josh got a question for everybody.
What's up, Josh?
What do you think about him changing the law for a third term?
This is. That's crazy.
Is that even possible?
We're about to find out a lot of things.
Is it possible for him to even do that? If it is possible, why Obama ain't do it?
Is it possible?
Obama doesn't have Trump's aspirations to be whatever the hell he's trying to be. Trump is clearly trying to leave an insane legacy and act like he changed.
Man, when Obama last term was up, people was crying and everything. Everybody was saying he need another term. They was talking about changing it then.
But Obama never actively sought out a third term.
Because Obama was already wore out. You saw how old he got in 8 years? He aged 30 years in
Trump
8.
is damn near 85.
Trump having fun with y'all. He's having fun with y'all emotions.
Yeah, the path to dictatorship is really fun. I'm sure a lot of dictators had fun on it.
Listen, man.
Hitler probably had a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we could put names. We could put names on it if you want. He's a dictator. Okay, fine. Fuck it. This country needs order. We need order.
I'm not the dictator.
We need order.
Someone.
Klansmen.
We need order. We don't need men in women's sports. Well, how many times I say this? We don't need transgenders and drag queens teaching our kids.
You seen how he's punishing
We
the
don't need
University
that.
of
China
Pennsylvania?
has order, and China is running the world. China has order. Don't China has a dictator?
Man, you have to talk to people that actually live
Yeah,
on
they've
the.
had a dictator. Dictators aren't the path to that.
Man, China is running the world, bro.
Man, them folks scared.
I don't care about them being scared. They number one. Don't you want to be number one? Y'all been losing so long.
Why? You think people in the number one country
Marco.
are happy? Number one doesn't translate to happiness of people.
Marco, you've been part of the losing team so long, you don't want to win.
I know I won't go live in no China.
China winning, bro.
No.
I don't care. I
But
don't
the
care.
people aren't.
People not happy over here, no.
People ain't happy in China.
People not happy over here, no.
So the people in China are happy, dude? So that's what you saying now.
I don't care about them being happy.
But you say it's better.
No, she was saying they not happy, and I'm saying people not happy over here. So people ain't happy. So
It's a great place to live.
Look in that drawer.
people ain't gonna be happy. You're not gonna satisfy everyone. So what?
Right there.
Life ain't about being happy. Life is about winning and being on top.
Every example.
That's what life is about. Winning.
No, it's not. It's about winning on an individual level. Winning on a personal level is not about the same as winning on a country level. Every country that won as a country, when Stalin was doing his 10-year plans for economic growth for Russia, they were some of the best economic plans ever. He turned the country around in 10 years. The people were miserable. It was literally the worst
So
era.
what? He turned the economy around in 10 years. So what?
Why you act like you're the country? That's not
I'd rather people
for you or your kids.
You think the economy being messed up in the country is gonna have people happy?
I think they don't go hand in hand, like you say, especially if you get to a good economy.
How it don't?
Dictatorship and brutality. That's not how you make people. That's not how you increase quality of life. And that's not how you make people happy. America became a superpower not through dictatorship. America been a superpower for 100 years, and people just can't accept the fact that just like the British Empire had its time, America had its time, and now it's over. And if you keep fighting to try to keep that superpower spot by resorting to dictatorship and brutality and fucking democracy up, you're just gonna end up with a lot more work. The fact that you think any American, you just said to Marco that you've been on the losing team for a while. Nobody in America has been in this day and age who has lived in the 2000s is on the losing team on a global scale. If you look globally, where there's no water in some places and no food and
I don't care about a global
scale. You're not
scale.
on the fact that you think you're on the losing team.
I don't care about a global scale.
But you have to.
Why would I care about a global scale when niggas is fucked up right here locally?
Let me say this.
And the losing team I was talking about is the black race.
Right, I understand what you mean. But I'm saying, when you compare China to us, you're talking globally. You are.
That was something different, but I did say that.
Yeah. So it all matters because the people in China, bro, are not happy with their leadership.
Y'all don't know. Who y'all speak to in China that's not happy?
You spoke to that said they were. So
and guess what? Guess what? They could leave. That's not North Korea. They could leave China. It's a million of them over here. More than that. They can leave. Whoever's not happy can leave.
And they can. What if they can't?
It's not North Korea. They could leave.
It's not real when you're not American. What are the immigration process?
They don't have to come here. They could go to Africa. There's 20 million of them in Africa. Africa is teaching Mandarin in their schools.
Jordan is teaching Mandarin in their schools.
You know why? Because China is number one. That's why. China is kicking everybody's ass. And y'all sitting here acting like y'all don't see it.
I'm cool with that.
China is kicking everybody's ass.
Kicking everybody's ass. Why do you think?
No, that's why I didn't want a woman president. That's why. Because you're cool with losing. You're cool with being number two. We have a president that is trying to make this country back number one, and I'm with that. That's what I'm with.
So you want to follow Harriet Tubman?
Who?
Harriet Tubman. You want to follow him?
Yeah, of course I'll follow Auntie Harriet Tubman. That don't mean I'll make her president.
I don't think she would have brought you.
That don't mean I want her to be president.
If she was your president, if you were following her, here you talking about?
No. Following someone is different from someone being president. Totally different.
Thing. We're talking about the leadership, supposedly, right? President is also.
I would if it comes to litigation, I would follow Noor. Do I want her to be anything in charge of anything? Hell no. No. I wouldn't want Noor to be mayor of the Bronx.
I wouldn't want you to be mayor of the Bronx either.
Damn. Noor become mayor of the Bronx. It's gonna be Planned Parenthood or Planned Parenthoods all on every corner. It's gonna be homos and transgenders everywhere.
I've never said one thing about that. You just want to assume that. Did you see about how Trump is punishing University of Pennsylvania for letting a transgender person on the swim team?
For letting a transgender what?
They let a transgender person compete in like the wrong gender, or like their I don't even know how to talk about this topic. The second gender.
What school was it?
University of Pennsylvania, and he took I don't know if he already cut their funding, but he said he was cutting another $200 million. And he already cut off Columbia's funding for the Palestine shit. Really taking a hard.
Y'all know about that?
Like the fact that he's taking away funding from universities
Trump
to
suspends Trump
scholarships.
suspends 175 million in funding to the University of Pennsylvania over trans athletes. Okay, so he told y'all. He told y'all stop the bullshit. And y'all want to be defiant.
How are
So-
we controlling private companies? These are universities. There's supposed to be something called academic integrity, where the president can't make intertwine politics and academics and take away funding to the top schools in America. That's what's going to make a joke out of America.
Yo, listen.
You
We don't want men playing in women's sports.
right. That's
Period.
That's the ultimate goal. Like, why is that so like the number one priority? Like,
Because it is. It's not number one,
that's
but
why
it's
we're
in the
not a
top
superpower,
5.
because we're too distracted by 1% of the population.
It's not number one because
we're not focusing on the real issues. Like, that's not.
because it's the way that the country is going is not good. It's not productive. So we're gonna nip that shit in the bud right now. We're gonna stop that.
Yeah.
And he means business. He means business. Go ahead, Marco.
I support the bill on this, Nora. And my thing is, it shouldn't take the president to stop that because it should never happen
He
anyway.
obviously has to.
Right. Well, okay. They'll make him look like a god, like I said. But it needs to be stopped because number one, it's dangerous to women.
It's dangerous as hell. The girl got the dude, the tranny, spiked the ball or something and gave the girl a concussion
Yeah, it's not safe.
in volleyball.
What they call demasculinized male, just to go and do something physical against a woman. That's not the way it's supposed to work. You don't do that. And then when you take children and manipulate their bodies and their minds with these chemical drugs you give them, oh my God, we need a president to talk about that, man.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with that. Listen, Trump is doing everything that he said he was gonna do. The people that voted for Trump, he's doing everything that they voted for. He's doing it. Y'all just mad because y'all don't mess with him at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about him. It's about the policies. It's about what he's doing with this country. See, Nor, I've been over here so long. I remember the old America, like we say the old New York and all that. I remember the old America from the 90s on up. You know what I mean? That was all right America. That was cool America. This new America is some bullshit. I ain't with this. I ain't with it.
Josh said his daughter was uncomfortable playing against one in basketball. She played against a transgender athlete.
Why? Why is there a boy playing dress up to play basketball with the girls? Give them their own sport. Give them a tranny league.
Yeah, what the?
Get them a tranny league.
Yeah, do that.
That's not fair. That's not right that's not right for any girl to have to go through that. That is a boy.
It's even more fucked up when they go and let these kids change sexes at 13 and 14 years old. Come on, man. Y'all really fine.
So Marco, you agree with that? Like you agree with that?
I agree with you. Yeah, that's morally correct. Yeah.
Okay. So you agree with something Trump has done and is doing?
I absolutely agree.
Okay.
So what's the alternative? Make them play with the boys?
Do that.
Yeah, they got to play with boys or play in a tranny league. They got to wait for them to come up with a tranny league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can agree with the outcome that he's trying to achieve without agreeing with the way that he's trying to do it. Talking about, I understand that this is an issue, and it is an issue.
Hold on, man. What you said?
I said it is an issue, but it's not nearly as pressing of an issue as the way that he's trying to solve that issue by limiting Americans' freedom, by limiting freedom of private entities to make whatever laws they want, by limiting freedom of universities.
See, that's so weak.
By limiting freedom of, what do you mean that's for the weak? It's for the weak because it's not against you.
No. I'm saying No. I said that's so weak. It's so weak. What you're saying is so
What's weak is you being scared of one tranny and not prioritizing the fact that everybody's not free anymore. That if somebody protests and just talks out loud, they can get their citizenship revoked and their university loses $500 million.
But no, you got to stay on topic because one don't compare with the other.
It's the same topic. That's what he's doing. He's
no. We talking about trannies playing. We talking about boys playing in girl sports.
And I'm talking about leveraging federal funding to push his political motives and goals on private institutions, on academic institutions, and on individuals. You cannot just use federal funding and take it back just to make somebody do what you want to do. If you set that precedent and a president is allowed to do that, a president is allowed to take somebody's license, a president is allowed to take 400 million from a university to make them do what he wants them to do. And then all of a sudden they're changing the whole curriculum. They're uprooting the whole Middle Eastern studies.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about a curriculum. Where you going with this?
I'm talking, there's two issues. There's two things that he did. He did something with Columbia and he did something with UPenn. UPenn, he leveraged federal funding to get, and that shows you that it's a pattern. It's a pattern of it's the way he does shit. It's how he's going about change. The pattern is that he's using the federal funding to UPenn because they're not complying with his issue with transgender.
And he has every right to do that. So what's hold on, no.
400 million.
No, hold on. So we know you got to slow down so we know what you're talking about. The Pennsylvania is a tranny issue. So what's the Columbia thing now?
Columbia thing is that the Palestinian and Arab and Black and a lot of races participated in protests where they did encampments on Columbia. And Trump decided that Columbia wasn't fighting anti-Semitism enough. And basically he took the spokesman of the whole movement, Mahmoud Khalil. He was making an example out of him. He did no violence, he didn't do anything violent in the protest. All he did was speak. He was basically the spokesman of the whole group. He would speak on the news. He took away his green card. He threw him away to Louisiana with his wife 8 months and a half pregnant. Threatened both of them with arrest. They took him all the way to Louisiana with nothing. He didn't even know what agency was taking him. And then he cut off 400 million from Columbia. From Colombia's federal funding to force them to enact new policies to prevent Palestinians from protesting. And ultimately, Colombia fought back for 2 weeks. And then today they announced that they're changing everything to do exactly what Trump wants to get their money back. Does that sound sensible to you that any president, if it's a president you like or if it's a president that's pushing policies that you don't like, can just go to universities, take away all their money and tell them, do what I say? Isn't that extortion? How can a president put a private free institution? Isn't America capitalist? Isn't America the pinnacle of America? Freedom, capitalism, private parties can do whatever they want. The government doesn't control private entities. Isn't that the whole thing?
All right, so look, if they're so private, why they need funding from the federal government?
They don't. They do. What do you? It doesn't matter if they're private.
If they're so private, why they need $170 million from the federal government? They're private, so let them get their own capital. Don't cry about it. I told you as the leader of this country, I told you how I want my country ran. You're not following those rules. You're not gonna abide by how I want it ran or what I want done. Then get your own money. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. As far as the protest with the I don't think it's right. But guess what? We got a bunch of political prisoners in prison for protesting right here in America. Before we even get overseas, that's still locked up.
And their U.S. citizens were taken.
34 U.S. citizens protesting for U.S. citizens.
And they took their
in prison. We've been going through this. We've been going through it. No, it ain't right, but that's what it is. Like you said, you're not gonna be out there protesting and doing all that. You gonna do it the way you gonna do it. I don't want to say the way you gonna do it.
I've been out there a few times before. I thought
you gonna do it the way you gonna do it, which I said is a smart move. You got to be smarter.
But what sort of country is this where I can't go out and say kids shouldn't die because I have to be fearing for my whole passport?
The same kind of country you came from.
When have they been taking away people's passports? Tell me the last time they were taking passports and green cards away.
No, y'all should be you should be used to this. No, it's still not as strict as it is the country you was born in.
Nobody taking away citizenships in the countries I was born in, unless you win Turkey against like some dictator or whatever.
If you was in your country right now, you wouldn't even be talking how you talking. You wouldn't even be talking how you talking.
Well, we know that.
Why are we striving for this?
In the Middle East, anywhere in the Middle East, y'all wouldn't even be talking. Damn sure wouldn't be protesting the way y'all protesting and all that shit over there in your own country. Y'all wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, we get tear gas and they shut the shit down, but they don't take nobody passport away. They don't. People protest. People protest about
they will
down the Israeli embassy back home.
They will murder y'all for damn near anything. They will chop your head off. They chop the women's heads off who commit adultery. So don't act like, come on, man.
But this is the reason Arab countries have been called uncivilized and third world countries and pieces of shit, and people have been invading us and trampling all over us for years because we're uncivilized.
No, those are excuses. Those are excuses.
Now America's aspiring to be like us. That sounds like hypocrisy.
No. Those are excuses to come over there and take y'all shit, take y'all land, take y'all oil. Those are excuses. They don't really feel like that shit. They just don't care about y'all. Israel got the money and is backing America, been backing America for the longest. Israel is the only country that has AIPAC. So it's already embedded. It's nothing you could do about it. It's nothing, even them protesting, it's nothing they could do about it. They could protest, they could do whatever they want. It's to a losing end. AIPAC. Israel is behind whoever is going to be the president. It don't even got to be Trump. Whoever is going to be and sit in that seat is going to support Israel. That's it.
And
it is what it is.
Degrees of support. Biden wasn't taking nobody passports away. There's a lot of presidents that won't take.
Biden killed 800,000 Palestinians.
We're not going back to that. We're not going back to the.
You just brought Biden up.
We're not going back to the comparing the amount of.
You brought Biden up.
Babies. If it's more than 100,000, I don't even want to compare the numbers. It's too many to even.
You brought Biden up. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm bringing him up because I'm saying the policies that Trump is enacting make somebody like me scared to say something in fucking America. Because if I say something for my country or for my people, I might get my whole ass citizenship taken.
You're saying something now.
Yeah, and I do. You don't. What do you mean? Like,
and ain't nobody come take your passport.
BJ, if we had more than 1 million viewers, I'd be a lot cautious about what I was saying.
You wouldn't. No, you would not.
I'm telling you, I would.
That's fear mongering. That's fear. Listen. You have Ben Shapiro, a stump. You have people You have people, Palestinian people that sit on CNN, sit on Ben Shapiro's show, sit on Candace Owens' show with millions of views that speak how you're speaking. And nothing's happening to them.
What did Mahmoud Khalil do?
Nothing's happening to them.
He could not have predicted anything that happened.
The only example you even have is the Colombian student. That's the only example you have. Give me another example of somebody getting deported.
He's been president for 2 months and he's already doing something.
Give me another example of someone getting deported out of all these people protesting.
That's my point. I don't got one because it's so crazy that it never happened.
Okay.
It's never happened.
So you're using one example and acting like it happened to all of y'all. There's plenty of Palestinians out there protesting that a fucking dude protested. Hold on.
Twice it happened thrice. That's what precedent is.
Okay, I'm gonna talk.
I think it's not gonna happen to me. He opened that door. Once you open that door, it's allowed to happen. He just said this is allowed to happen. We can take away green cards if people are talking.
Okay, listen.
Green cards.
Dude, did you watch the Super Bowl, right? You watched Kendrick Lamar's show, right? Yeah. Didn't somebody come out there with a Palestinian flag? He ain't get locked up. He ain't go to jail or none of that shit.
He still got pretty. He
actually was doing interviews after that.
Yeah.
And he black. He black Muslim or something, sticking up for Palestinian. So don't come out here. Don't live your life acting like this country is against the president. You can't speak on Palestine. You can't speak on what's going on over there. Don't act like that, man. That's fear mongering, and that's what. Hold on. No, we can't talk over each other. That's what the Democrats do. Y'all just do a bunch of fear mongering. Marco, you got something to say?
Yeah. I'm gonna add on to more what I believe she's trying to say, as far as the fear of being deported and shit. So, I got an amigo friend I work close with. You know what I mean? A lot of them folks you know have been deported. A lot of them work like in cafeterias, janitors. They got real jobs, real places, right?
A lot of who?
Mexican,
Oh, the Mexican. Okay.
yeah. So he's saying that yeah, they have been deporting a lot of those people. Now, all the Mexicans out at Home Depot, they don't bother.
Yo,
They
bro,
don't.
listen. If they're not a legal citizen, they gotta go.
Well, those are illegals at Home Depot. Why they won't just scoop them up? Because that's not the truth. See, it's messed up, bro, because they going after the wrong people. They deporting good, working hard, honest, working Mexican families. They're
Marco, if they're not legal, they're not supposed to be over here. Why are y'all trying to fight for people that's not supposed to be over here?
another point to add too. Some of them passports are in what they call review or whatever process. So if they get processed, why are you gonna deport them because they card is not official yet? Because y'all haven't finished the paperwork. See, this was
Listen, Marco, it's urgent right now. It's urgent. But we in a state of emergency right now. The country. Hold on, no, you could go next. The country is so messed up. Biden and them had destroyed this country within the last 3 years of his administration so bad. We're in a state of emergency. So, I mean, look, the man actually got in office and went straight to work. Straight to work. Biden was there for 4 years. Y'all didn't see him do nothing. He didn't even say nothing to y'all. He didn't do nothing but trip down the stairs, fall off the bike. Come on. The man did nothing. It was no work. It was no work done for America. We Americans, Marco, we black Americans first. The last thing we need to do as black Americans, worry about everybody else. Real talk.
BJ, that's not fear mongering.
Go ahead. What you say?
It's not fear mongering. The fact that Trump has you convinced that we're in a state of war. The fact that Trump, you say Democrats do this. Trump is deploying statutes and legislation that have only been used in World War II, World War I, and other.
Like what?
States of America, like the alien, whatever it's called, the
Alien Enemies Act of 1789.
He's literally acting like we're in a state of emergency war against these imaginary Guatemalans that's haunting him.
It's not imaginary.
To fearmonger and to create this thing where we're in. What is the state of emergency we're in? What is it?
If you lived in Aurora, Colorado, you will understand what he's talking about.
It's Guatemalans killing left, right, and
Venezuelans. The Venezuelan gangs had people couldn't even come outside their homes. They took over apartment complexes. These are really dangerous people. You just haven't came across one. MS-13 and them Venezuelan niggas, all them niggas got murder charges.
Okay, so
all of them have kidnapping and murder charges.
BJ, half of Brooklyn got murder charges. I don't see that as being.
Nah, it ain't no half of Brooklyn got murder charges.
I've met too many people with murder charges.
But we still talking about illegals. Okay, if half of Brooklyn got murder charges, they're American citizens. America will deal with them. We're not gonna deal with American citizens and Venezuelan garbage. The garbage that they dumped on America. Come on.
So Biden dumped them on America.
No, I said the garbage that they dumped on America. Venezuela, El Salvador, the garbage that the president is it El Salvador that used to be the worst country, the most dangerous country in the world? El Salvador went from being the worst country, the most dangerous country in the world, to being the safest country in the world in 1 year. You know what he did? He took all the gang members, everybody that had tattoos, all the gang members, and locked them all up. No justice, no trial, none of that. Locked them all up and then dumped them on America. Now his country is safe. That's a president. That's a leader. That's a leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's a leader. And guess what? Why y'all saying these people ain't happy and these people is miserable? I guarantee you them El Salvador people is happy. I guarantee you they able to come out their doors without being killed. They chilling now because they dumped all their issues on America, and America has to take all these issues back out of America and dump them back over there.
And who was that when that?
You disagree with that too, Marco?
Who was the president when that happened?
Exactly.
I forgot who the president was. He just got there. He got a year in. He just became president. As soon as he became president, he locked all of them up. You had a tattoo, he locked you up.
Exactly. Some people's sons with tattoos. Somebody just commented, Mr. William Knight commented a very important comment. You ever heard of due process? Some people's sons got taken in Salvador because they got tattoos. How you think they proved who was in a gang, who was a murderer, who was not? They probably just threw a bunch of people with tattoos, and some people in Salvador right now, their sons, their brothers, their fathers, got thrown into a jail. And that's what you want for America. That guy you talking about, are you praising? He calls himself the coolest dictator alive or some shit. He's a literal twat.
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care about due process. You don't care about actually putting guilty people away and keeping the innocent ones.
I don't care about due process, no.
All right. Well, that's also used to be the pinnacle of America.
Then your ass due process.
I don't care about due process.
Well, what they would have said that
due process.
We got due process, so I don't even have to wonder.
No, we don't. What do you mean? They threw
we got
the President's Alien Enemies Act completely defeats the due process. You call anything a war, and then you just ship people out. Even the judge, when the judge said that it's not allowed, and he tried to issue a
the judge is gay. He's a gay Democrat.
See, well, I don't care who he's fucking at night. I don't care who he fucks at night.
The judge is a gay Jewish. He's a gay Jewish Democrat at that. You shouldn't even be supporting him, Nor. He's a gay Jewish Democrat.
I support a lot of Jewish.
Judge James Boasberg.
So what you got a problem against gay people? Or they can't?
No, I'm just saying what he is. I don't have a problem with it. I got family members that's gay.
Why is it relevant?
I got family members that's gay. I'm just saying what he is.
Well, you don't.
All gay people, for the most part, I ain't gonna say all.
You might as well.
Majority, I ain't gonna say all. I ain't gonna say all. Majority of gay people hate Trump. That's why I said that. He's gay. He's a gay Jewish Democrat. Of course he gonna try to block it. Let me ask you this. Why would he block criminals from going back to wherever the fuck they came from, illegal criminals? Why would he stop that and turn them back around to bring them to America? Why would an American judge do that? Why?
Because that's his job. What is your job as a judge? To judge. He has to judge whether or not this person is a gang member and deserves to be booted. He has to judge whether or not this person has.
They already know they gang members.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They tattoos on their body say MS-13. They know they have gang. What they call them people, man? Gang specialists. They know they gang members already. They already know that.
Casey got a question for you. So why do you support a man who's bringing slavery and segregation back?
Here we go. Here we go. I don't see slavery. I don't see segregation. Well, I want segregation, Casey. I want segregation. I want that. You missed that part, Casey. We was already talking about that, but I don't see slavery.
That's right.
I don't see slavery.
Segregation.
Yeah. What's wrong with segregation?
Because I want to go wherever the fuck I want to go.
Huh?
I want to go wherever the fuck I want to go.
You can still go where you want to go.
Yeah. They don't want me to go. I
don't understand what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying. So what would happen if the world became segregated? What would happen?
You tell me, bro. I don't. Just tell me.
I mean, that's what we're talking about. You said you don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't mind being segregated.
Okay.
New York is segregated. Brooklyn is segregated. Queens is segregated. The Bronx is segregated. New York is already segregated.
Mm-hmm.
I've been living in segregation all my life.
So
the Russians live with the Russians. The Chinese live with the Chinese. The Italians live with the Italians. The blacks live with the blacks. The whites live with the whites. New York been segregated. New Jersey too.
So they never
states that's segregated.
Do the black people go to the Russian side?
Yeah.
So it ain't segregated. I mean,
come on, man. All right. So this is just getting elementary at this point. So you're trying to equate that if we segregation in 2025, if we all just said, all right, the black communities is gonna stay with the black communities, we're gonna support each other, we're gonna support black business, that means we can't go in a white neighborhood. We can't go in a white neighborhood now. You won't take your ass to Forsyth, Georgia after 9 o'clock. Badass Marco.
Shit. And
That's what segregation is.
Man, go live in Forsyth, Georgia after 9 o'clock, man. Please.
Forsyth before. I got that.
Please. You won't live out there. It's places that, just like Mississippi, just like Alabama, it's places where you will not live. It's places where it's twin boys dead up there in the mountains in Georgia right now.
I might want in one of their palms. Come
on, man. Come on, y'all stop acting like y'all try to make something up just to make what y'all saying seem right.
Crazy, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with segregation. Nothing. Yeah. Y'all want to be included with white people so bad.
Ain't about inclusion.
You want to be included with everyone else so bad, but then you pro-black. 1 minute you don't like white people, then the next minute segregation is bad.
Start from their culture. What if I like something in their culture that I just like about their culture and I just want to go do? What's wrong with that?
What you say?
If I find something in another culture.
Like what? Like what?
Like what up the Russians?
Okay.
Up in New York City where you say they are.
Okay.
So it's something they do. I like one of these little clubs. I want to go.
They food?
They food. I want to go eat at their
So go eat some Russian food.
Okay. So but I'm gonna go. You think because if we segregate it, if we become segregated, you think you can't go to a Russian establishment and eat? That's what segregation is. That means your black ass can't come over here.
No, it don't have to be. It ain't gonna be like that. They still need you to spend it. They still want you to spend your money. That's what black people do. Black people spend trillions of dollars with everyone else, and you so concerned about still having the right to spend trillions of dollars with someone else. That's what you concerned about. What if I want to eat Russian food? What if I want to go to another culture?
You buy TV?
Man, fuck them cultures, man. Focus on your culture. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all forgot about y'all culture? Y'all so concerned about the Mexicans, the Russians, being able, everybody else but you don't even want to segregate. You don't even want to be with your own people.
I did not say that.
But the coon nigga that supports Trump is saying I'm cool with segregation. I'm cool with with forming some black alliances, black communities, black businesses. I'm cool with that. The coon nigga that supports Trump is cool with that.
Whoa. Let me say, can I get in there? You say the cool nigga.
Kurt, you gotta sit still. You come, you go, you stand up, you drive, you get in the car, drive across town. You gotta sit still, Kurt.
Does that mean I don't get a voice? You get to talk all the time. You can move your point, but
your
then
turn, Kurt.
somebody else, you want to cut in and say, well, just hold up, and you want to talk. You ain't the only one got a point here.
My boy.
You say the cool nigga. Who is the cool nigga? You?
Me.
Okay.
Because I support Trump.
This is the same cool nigga that say he can't stand niggas.
I can't.
Well, he ain't no cool nigga.
I can't. I hate niggas.
What does cool mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. I hate niggas. I hate niggas. I love black people.
Nah, don't move the point. You know what?
I hate niggas. I love black people.
Nah, you gonna love all niggas.
I hate niggas. I love black people, bro.
Man also said he don't support Trump.
Okay,
but he does support
if it was segregation, like what we know segregation to be, do you know you wouldn't be able to live out there where you stay at?
Exactly.
Y'all going backwards.
But that's what's
backwards.
It's
2000. Stay in 2025.
So that's what segregation is, though. It's
Guess what? This gonna be a black community. That's all.
Why you think that, BJ? That's the thing. You keep confusing
Because
intended outcome of something
because just
versus
like
the way that it's enforced and the way that it's done. How can segregation be enforced? You think they're just gonna put a sign up and say this neighborhood is for black people and this neighborhood is for white people? Have fun in your neighborhoods. No, it's gonna be enforced by preventing access to loans, preventing access to mortgages, preventing access to houses. You try, like your buddy Trump when he tried to rent houses to certain people and not to others. You're gonna have people that like it's just gonna end up limiting the potential of black people to prosper so severely if the country is run by a white person. Now, if the country was run by a black person who was trying to enforce segregation on black terms, maybe it could be good for black people. But if a white person is trying to enforce segregation, what is he gonna do? He gonna give all the white shit.
we had a country ran by a black person for 8 years.
But
Nothing happened.
and
But to answer Noah, let me answer Noah's question. Then you could go next, Kurt. To answer your question, we don't need segregation forced on us. We're not going for anything forced on us. I'm not going for anything forced on me by anybody. We don't need segregation forced on us. I'm not sitting here in 2025 talking about we need the white man to segregate us. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what we do with each other. They don't even have to know we doing it. I'm talking about amongst us just
That's
doing
not
it.
what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about amongst us just doing it. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about them forcing saying white people. Guess what? If white people want to live in this black community or be, we can't make them move. We can't make nobody move. We can't force nobody to do anything. But we got to focus on each other and mess with each other. That's it. Boosie bought 100 and some acres. He's building a community for black people.
Right. Yeah.
We can do it. We got to stop acting like we can't do it. If they did it a generation after slavery, why we can't do it now?
But Bill, that's not what you were saying. See, that was what I'm saying with you, how you move the point. When you just move the point again, you know, segregation is segregation. And we can Nora my mind, and we'll, I'm sorry, what's the man's name right here?
Kurt.
Oh, Kurt. I'm sorry, Kurt. In our mind, segregation is segregation. What it was. Your mind, you talk about 2025 version of segregation. No,
so explain it to me, Marco. Explain segregation from your mind.
No,
huh?
I didn't hear you.
Explain segregation to me from your mind. Make me understand what you think segregation in 2025 would be if black people just said
it's the same as it was in the 50s.
No. Nothing can be the same as the 50s, bro. Get that out your mind. You wasn't even alive in the 50s. Why are you going back to the 50s?
Why? Because segregation is some old shit. So why bring it up today? It's 2025.
All right, okay.
You say anything about segregation, it's crazy.
Okay, all right, so, let's go back to the 50s. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's go back to the 50s. Matter of fact, let's go back to the 40s. Let's go back to the 30s. Let's go back to the 20s. Let's go back to the 1800s.
Yeah, that's a Klansman. Yeah.
Let's go back to the 1800s and the 1700s when shit was fucked up. Black people were thriving besides slavery, and even during slavery, there was black people thriving. But let's start after slavery, right? After slavery, black people thrived the whole time until they came and bombed our shit. Black people did nothing but prosper. Y'all don't want to be around black people. Y'all don't want to be around your own people. Just say that. I'll respect that. Or either you so scared of the white man, and everybody else that you think they're gonna do something to you.
There you go. All right, listen. This is what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
It's not about the point of what you're saying, like how you stating it. It's the problem. Because when you talking about segregation, we going back to slavery.
I'm not going back, bro. I'm gonna let you go, Marco. I'm not going backwards. I'm going forward. Go ahead.
So how is segregation? When you say segregation, all we can think about is what it was, the history, as we know it to be true. We don't know nothing about no 20.
I can't help y'all mentality, bro. I can't change your mindset.
That's history.
I can't do nothing about that. History is history. It's the history. Yes, you're right. It's the history. It also was in history for a black man to even look at a white woman to get his head get drugged 15 miles on the back of a fucking car and hung and killed. But you got interracial couples all over the place now. So let's not go backwards. It don't even make sense.
So why support?
Because I'm pretty much sure that black man that's married to a white woman and have kids and all that is gonna bring her with. She's gonna go with him to this black community. Because he damn sure ain't gonna be able to go to no white community.
So the thing is, how can you say segregation is supported? It needs to be. You say you support it.
Because if you go back, because you want to go to the history. So if you go back to the history, black people were thriving during segregation. We fell from grace. We fell from grace when we integrated.
That's just
2 + 2 is 4.
The overmajority of the black race did not thrive during segregation. That's why they went on marches. They were tired of, having to live in the rundown housing projects. You know what I'm saying? They want to
live in rundown housing projects, Kurt. Still.
No, they ain't. They live out there near you.
We not talking. Forget about this right here. All over America is still ran down housing projects way from back then. That's still there and still filled with black people.
And you know why? And it was.
I'm not talking about. I don't care about why. It's still there.
It's because of the systemic.
See, this is a victim mentality that I teach them kids not to have.
Ain't no victim. I can remember times when I grew up that my mama would work 12-hour days, came and picked up 10 of us from the daycare, and had to get up to some white boy younger than me and you say, "Nigga, get up out that seat." See, you don't remember that. You didn't fight that struggle, so you don't know nothing about it. You just think it's something.
You ain't fight that struggle neither.
Huh?
You ain't fight that struggle neither.
Y'all
ain't fight that struggle. Listen. Stop it, man. The black people that fought, the black people that actually deserve what we benefit from, ain't here. They gone. They dead and gone, or they very old. So let's stop acting like we was part of some great fight, some great movement. Because really, tell you the truth, from your generation on down, Kurt, been full of gang banging, drug dealing, pimping, and anything else that's not beneficial to the black community. We are not the same black people as those before the 60s. We are not them. We not. So stop acting like we was in this fight against the system. They were in the fight against the system.
I grew up in the 60s during the time of the march.
It was over with. Y'all was already civil rights marching and all that. That was over with. You didn't go through. You didn't go through what they went through.
Something to you, BJ, that you don't know. You hurling a lot of statements that you're not in fact of.
All right, tell me one. Come on.
My father and the Moors were the first black.
Come on, you went to your father. I'm talking about you, Kurt. You.
I'm talking about.
I know your father went through that.
Okay,
I know your father went through that.
Okay, why don't you let me say what I'm saying before you keep interjecting the garbage?
You go somewhere. Go ahead, Kurt. Go ahead.
I was alive when my father got out the military. I was alive when we moved into a predominant. It was called middle class. We was the second family that was allowed on the west side of Grand. So this ain't something that I did not live. I seen this for myself.
You seen what? You seen what? Living in the middle, being the second black family in a middle class neighborhood. What did you see?
Number one, I seen that before we moved over on this side of Grand, that when we used to walk over there to try to go to the pool, the white boys used to chase us with chains and ropes trying to hang us. I was 5, 6 years old running from their motherfucking ass. So I had to live that. I've seen these things with my eyes, like you seen things in Best Eye, niggas shooting each other. See, you grew up in a different time frame. You grew up in maybe the 80s. I grew up in the 60s.
Yeah, why did you want to be over there if you had to endure that?
What you mean? Why did I be over there? Because that's where my family was. That's the route my
I'm talking about
family
in
would take. My father
2025.
was coming out the military. He felt like he deserved to live in any place other than the projects. It wasn't that he wasn't supporting black, because when he opened up his grocery store, which was in a fairly decent neighborhood, it was the only black store in the neighborhood. We
And he
bought
did,
black.
and
We
he
support
did.
each other. But it was those new cats that came along in the 80s and shit that they start tearing shit up and selling dope.
Yeah. After we integrated,
Finally,
We had already
everything your father accomplished was during segregation. Everything your father was able to accomplish was during segregation.
what
Thank
I'm
you, Josh.
saying.
so black people ain't accomplished shit outside of the 60s now. Now, it ain't so many predominant black families that didn't get money after 60. What are you?
I'm not saying all black people. It's of course it's some. It's a
Sure.
minority. Majority of black people were doing well before the 50s. Majority. It's a minority now. Minority. It's way
No, it
less.
was
It's
not.
way down. You know why we was doing better? Because we was forced to love each other.
Had no choice.
We was forced to deal with each other.
Where you get your history from?
We not forced to do that no more. Since you want to talk about people forcing something, maybe we do need it, because obviously black men thinking for themselves don't want to do it. So maybe we do need to be forced back into slavery. So come on, Mr. Trump, put us back in slavery.
This gets worse
Come
every
on,
episode.
Mr. Trump, put us back in slavery, because these niggas don't want to. They don't want to lead a white man. They don't want to lead them. They have to integrate. They have to be with other cultures. They don't want to be with their own people. So come on, Mr. Trump.
Is that's why you moved out there, because you want to carry Donald Trump's sign?
I don't care nothing about Trump, bro. I'm just talking some shit. I'm more concerned about what y'all thinking about than Trump. I'm more concerned about my elders. I'm more concerned about my elders acting like they just don't want to. They don't want to be with their own. I'm more concerned about that. I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Trump. Y'all care about Trump more than I do.
You the one.
You don't want to be with your own.
You don't like me.
You're not even making sense, bro. You're not making sense. I'm saying segregate. So that forces me to be with my own.
Well, that's
But
one.
you can't stand niggas.
Yeah.
Huh?
You contradict.
You can't stand black folks.
That's what you said.
Hey, see, this is okay. Let me ask you this: is there a difference between niggers and black people?
According to our language, no.
Technically, it is.
Is there a different, Marco? Is there a difference between niggers and black people?
Depends on who you at.
Huh?
Depends on who you at.
Oh, okay. All right. Yo, man.
That's how you answer.
I can't believe y'all.
Wait, BJ.
I can't believe y'all serious, man.
All the
Yeah,
time.
I can't believe this shit.
See, you just said I can't believe this nigga. You know, so I mean, you computing nigga with black folks.
I'm not confusing nothing. Y'all are. Y'all confused. I'm not confused, because you know how I'm not confused? I know there's a difference between niggers and black people. I know that. Y'all don't know that.
Yeah.
I just asked y'all, and y'all don't know that.
There's no difference between nigger and black people.
There's a big difference.
No, nigga.
Big difference.
ER is a big difference, but GA is not.
Yeah, all right. You can play the letter symmetry or whatever you want. That's cool, whatever. But there's a difference between a nigger, and even if you want to go that route, okay, all right. But there's a difference between a nigger and a black person.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
These niggers are the ones y'all complain about. The ones y'all see on social media, killing each other. The nigger women you see twerking and got their daughters twerking and shit. Those are niggers. Those ain't black women.
You call them the ER. Yeah, them ER.
Hey,
Yeah.
BJ, when we used to go sell cigarettes, I used to hear you on the phone say,
I ain't never sell cigarettes a day in my life. I don't know what you talk about, Kurt.
12 ass.
But they just
12 ass ER.
They just big you up.
I heard you had a
Baby.
good operation.
Yellow Breezy, they just locked all these niggas up for some Ricos for some shit 10 years ago.
Never sold a cigarette.
I ain't never sell a cigarette in my
Let
life.
let me rephrase that. When we used to play chess, you
Rephrase
say,
that.
I'm hanging out with my nigga Kurt, and we playing chess.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Oh, what you say it again?
Back in the day, when we used to play handball
Yeah.
and things, you used to say, you get a call from your baby mom, from you like, I'm with my nigga Kurt.
Yeah, I still say that. I use the I say nigga. I say nigga, but I'm
Hey,
not
use
talking
it.
about nigger, like Marco said. I'm not talking about nigger. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about my nigga. Never ignorant getting goals accomplished. I'm talking about my nigga.
Right.
Right. There you go. Word.
That's what I was saying. But you said, like these niggas, you didn't say nigger, or nigger.
I didn't know I had to go. I had to simplify it so much. I didn't know that. I didn't know I had to simplify it so much.
Well,
I'm sorry,
you
my
the one
bad.
that made the distinction when I said you the one that don't like these niggas.
Yep. You did.
Yeah, I said that. I don't like niggers. No.
Nah,
Nigga, not
Yeah.
nigger.
Ready with the A.
I don't understand why BJ is acting like this shit is self-explanatory. Like, as an
It is.
outsider,
It is. It
outsider
really
who knows
is.
nothing about this.
No,
All
really
I
is.
knew was that I couldn't say
Just
it.
Which part? Hold on. Let
Let
Noah go. Noah ain't say nothing about. Noah was over there eating popcorn and shit. Noah ain't say nothing in a while. Go ahead, Noah.
Big ass
As
burger.
an outsider, all I knew about that word was that I couldn't say it. I didn't understand if it was bad, if it was good, why it was in every song, why Omar said it every 2 sentences. I didn't know what it meant. I've asked Omar a billion times. I thought it was a good thing in some
Wow,
context.
Omar said every 2 sentences. All right, so it just depends on the person.
And I feel like I've understood that there's a difference between whether it ends with an A or an ER, or at least to Black people there's a difference. But I picked it up after 4 years, and I still don't fully know what the difference is. It's not self-explanatory.
It depends on the person.
Okay,
Let
me tell you a definition. I think I heard Jay-Z tell Oprah this. See, the term nigger was used as a hurtful word back before when the desegregation thing back in some age. It was a term used to hurt or to punish. As we evolve, we turn the name up on its ear and start spelling it with an A, and now it's a term of endearment. You my nigga, you don't get no bigger. Hey, what's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? So it's no longer a hurtful word when they use it in the phrase of nigga, for the most part. In the Black community, they took the power out of the word. See, it
depends on the person, though. Because
BJ still act like he is categorizing a certain part of, like, a subset of the Black community as that word.
It depends on the person, because there is no word that can hurt me. I don't care nothing about anybody saying nigger. I don't care. I don't care. White, black, whatever. I don't care about none of that. I'm not gonna lose my mind if a white man see me in the street and say, "Hey, nigger," da 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 da. Whatever. What I'm supposed to do? Do something to him?
I'm gonna say, hey,
exactly. I'm gonna say, "Hey, nigga, what up, white nigga?" And that's what I've been saying for years. White nigga, that nigga, Trump nigga. I've been calling Trump the nigga for the longest. Nobody said nothing. Y'all didn't even peep that. I call everybody nigga.
But previous to that, you wouldn't have been able
certain people specified for Black people. I don't. I never did. They could be Asian, Russian, whatever. Nigga.
And we got Black people that don't like to be called nigga. Like, don't call them.
That's a fact.
People place meanings to things. Like, if we didn't place a meaning to the dollar bill, it wouldn't be worth nothing. You take a dollar bill over, say, in Somalia, it ain't worth nothing to them.
But I could also flip it like this though. Even back in slavery and fresh out of slavery, the nigger that the white boy was calling nigger was the rebellious one, the defiant one. When they said nigger, they was mad. Get that nigger, kill that nigger, hang that nigger.
They were talking about you.
They was talking about the ones like me. When you submissive, they call you a good boy. That's a good colored boy there. That's a good Negro there. They call Harriet Tubman nigger. Nat Turner was the worst nigger. So we could play these word games all day.
And that's why this word is so controversial in America, because as a product of slavery, whereas in other countries the translations of it are not, even when I prefer the East Africans as that word, but they would never say kill that or in like a derogatory.
And it's not really even a product of slavery. It comes from France, right? Or Spain?
But it didn't. What did it used to have? The meaning of it was different before.
The color.
Like, yeah.
The problem is white people were illiterate. That's the problem. So it came, instead of them saying Negro, whatever it was supposed to be, it was nigger. All right, whatever. But I'm not gonna be depressed over that shit. I don't care about that word.
I heard you make a statement about these immigrants. They got tattoos. That sounds like a racial profile. Because there's a lot of people got tattoos.
There were gang tattoos.
No, it wasn't. They got a dude on the news. Like he was a soccer player, and he had El Salvador or something tattooed on his arm, and they was deporting him. He came over here legally and has filed for his immigration, and they still deported him. That's why Donald Trump won't answer what the judge asked him. How do you know? Show me the proof that everybody you picked up was a gang member.
We ain't gotta show we ain't gotta show nothing, man. Them niggas getting the fuck out of here. We ain't gotta show nothing, man.
That's not how you do it.
I don't care, man. Y'all care. Once again, y'all care so much about everybody else.
I care about people, man.
What's the alternative?
I don't care about all people, man.
So what do we do then? Trump Biden didn't do shit. Trump doing it wrong. So what do we do?
Yo, man, we in last place caring about people.
If they said you come over here legally, those people that came over here legal and have filed for their passports and stuff and just waiting on the court system, then why we shipping them back?
Yes, man. I sacrificed the few to save the many. Yes, it's gonna be casualties. There is no perfect country. Y'all stop acting like America's supposed to be this perfect country. There's no perfect country. It's gonna be wrongs and rights.
Well, so who is he serving? Who is he saving? He ain't saving no job that I take or you would take.
What are you talking about? You talking about jobs?
You know, he's coming on people's jobs and taking them out. They came on my son's job and ICE came and took away about 30 motherfucking Mexicans just because they Mexican.
So?
Okay, so who's supposed to fill those jobs?
Black people. Go round up some black people in St. Louis. Go round up them niggas that's killing each other in St. Louis and take them to your son's job.
Ain't nobody.
Go round up them niggas in St. Louis and take them to your son's job. Let them know. The next 10 young niggas that's probably gonna put a gun in somebody's face. Why don't you go up to them and be like, yo, my son's job hiring.
First of all,
they just deported 30. They just deported 30 Mexicans. Yo, my son's job hiring, man.
Would you take a job that's slaving you for $9 an hour? Hell no. See, that's what they want to do. They want to put us back out in the cotton fields and the fruit fields and the potato fields to fill those jobs they're taking them people from. It ain't like, if these are so-called gang members, why are they going on job locations and taking people out of their job?
Nobody said nothing about them being gang members. They're illegal. So they're being deported. They're going back to their country.
He said that
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay for people to go back to their country. At one point, we wanted to go back to Africa. It's okay.
Oh, Bill, you're moving the point again.
It's okay. They going back to their country. It's not like he locked them up. He took them back to their homeland.
Man, the reason why he said this is such a big thing because of crime. That's what he stated.
Okay.
So when they get rid of all of them, then who they gonna blame for crime? They gonna blame BJ. Them.
Nah, BJ ain't doing no crime. BJ ain't committing no crime. They ain't gonna blame me.
And all of them are not either.
I'm not concerned about them at all.
Okay, so what we gonna do about us then? You keep saying that.
Thank you, Marco. Thank you. Hey, all right. So what we gonna do about us? Let's start by supporting black people, supporting each other.
Okay, start putting us in those high-paying jobs that he put Elon Musk.
Kurt, you gonna have to sit this out. You're gonna have to sit this out. I already see this right now. We forming a revolution. We are forming a revolution, Kurt. You're gonna have to go over there to the elders table because you tripping. I'm gonna have to put you. Over there with my grandpops in them, man.
I'm gonna go see what's
you know it, we going together.
I'm gonna have to put you at the chess table, man.
Definitely going to that table.
We gonna have to go over there.
I'm not marching. See, you following that Jim Jones mentality. You know, Jim Jones is one that tricked them black folks
Jim
down in.
Jones, another Spanish nigga. Well, are you part Spanish? Are you half Hispanic or something?
You gonna drink the Kool-Aid and die with the rest of them motherfuckers.
Kool-Aid. Me and Marco trying to build, and you complaining about a job. We ain't talking about job. We trying to build.
Build what?
Something. We gonna figure it out.
You gotta build something. You gotta build something with some jobs. What jobs are you offering?
Marco. I mean, Kurt. Marco worked for himself. I work for myself. So what we gonna do is build. We not thinking about no jobs right now. We gonna build.
You gonna build for who?
For our families first. He gonna build for his family, him and his family. I'm gonna build for me and my family. Marco build homes, build subdivisions. He has a skill that I've talked to him about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Once I get the bread, once we come into the bread, we already got the plan. We just need the money. Once we come into the money, it's already set in stone. And that'll be black owned, black built. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
that's what we focus on. We don't focus on the Mexicans and jobs.
Okay, so how does
jobs? Why are you fighting for a job where they make $9 an hour?
Benefit the black community though.
Huh?
Yeah, we put paychecks on the black people.
So all you hiring is black folk?
No.
I will. I mean, hold on. I've been in business since 2017. All I've had was black people.
We ain't got no DEI policy.
Yeah, I work with black, white,
all I've had was black people. When I was in the streets, all I had was black people too.
I work with everybody. But if you're willing to work, I don't care if you got respect about what you're doing, you take pride in what you're doing, then I want to work with you. But I'm sure, BJ, you're not offering somebody to come work for you for no $9 an hour. No. We ain't doing.
I don't even know why we talking about that. Why are we talking about that, Kurt? If you don't want to work for $9 an hour, Kurt, listen. If you don't want to work for $9 an hour, go find a better job or get a skill. Okay? Whoever's out there working for $9 an hour need to get their life together.
You get two ways, you get two. I mean,
them are the Mexicans that came over here without an opportunity, and they seen they could work, and of course they underpay them. They pay them the Lord.
Kurt, mute his mic. Mute his mic. He's still talking about Mexicans.
BJ on his Trump shit. Silent.
No, stay out of this shit, no. Mute his mic. He's still talking about Mexicans. We talking about us. He's still concerned about the Mexicans.
Yeah, you always trying to put down black folks. I don't get that. It's like you hate yourself.
Hey, let me. All right, I'm gonna take myself out of this. Now, for the last 5 minutes, right? He said I'm always putting down black people and I hate myself. Marco, can you explain what he's saying? I'm lost.
Every time I turn around, you be talking about we ain't shit. My black people ain't shit. I done heard you tell Noah that.
I never said we.
We ain't shit. A lot of
I
us.
said black people ain't shit. I never said we.
Listen.
Okay, you part of that.
No, I ain't.
You black people.
Well, this
I ain't
what
part of. I ain't part of the ain't shit crowd, piece of shit crowd, crab crowd, grimy crowd, cutthroat crowd. I never been a
But
part of that crowd.
when you make a generalization about that, you put all black people in that category.
oh, well, you
Hey,
got help,
you know me a good while. I'm not in that category. I wouldn't put you in that category. I wouldn't put Marco in that category.
Don't
I wouldn't
speak
put
in
Will in
general.
that category. I wouldn't put
But
Maine
you
in that
spoke
category.
in
So we
general
don't got to worry
on
about
this
that category.
But you spoke in general on this platform. When you speak in general, you speaking about the whole black race.
Listen,
Black
if it don't
people
apply, Kurt, if it don't apply, let it fly. That's it. What you saying, Marco?
I was just saying, I
If I
know.
say all black people are faggots, you gonna feel like you a faggot?
You say all Democrats are.
Okay. You did say that, though, boo.
Hey, listen, that don't make what y'all
So what we saying is, be careful
y'all
what you,
let words
because
just disrupt your mind.
we have to take your word at face value. So when you speak something, especially you on the air, people
I
listen.
don't care. I don't heard everything a person could say about black people. Period. From Trump, from people I like, from Trump, from anybody. I don't care. You know what I say? They not talking about me.
Well,
They ain't
that's
talking about me.
you talking to a public domain.
I laugh. I
It,
laugh at it because they not talking about me. I never been that.
think
Never.
As I said, but when you is what is how you say what you say. When you speak in general, black people, you're black too. So
It's
you're saying you're not shit.
No,
No,
and it
Kurt.
also
If
sounds
you
like
say
you're
Try again,
reinforcing.
Kurt. Try again, Kurt.
DJ, it
One at a
sounds like
time, one at
you're.
a time.
It sounds like you're reinforcing that mentality that black people are this, but I'm an exception. When in reality, even if some black people are this, if they're a result of what happened to their parents and whatever, you call that victim mentality, and you just act like this is what black people is, but me and Marco and Kurt are the exceptions to that rule. When in reality, I don't believe that, and I don't think Kurt does either. You can't just generalize across all black people and say black, and especially when you just say black people are this as if like the skin of your color make you like this. If they like this, it's probably something else that made them like this. I don't think it's the melanin that made them like this, and it just sounds like that when you use your words like that. And I'm sure
So let me say this. I'm all right. Let me. I apologize. Okay. I apologize because if when I apologize, y'all, when I said black people ain't shit, and if you got offended, I was talking about you. It was meant for you. If I said black people ain't shit,
see,
and you got offended, yes, I was talking about you.
take
I'm
the full
sorry.
name out. We
it
don't
ain't
have to
black
leave him
people,
I'm
alone.
it's
sorry. I
some black people.
apologize.
genuine.
Make his bullshit
I'm
apology.
sorry. Go ahead, Marco.
So you said, there it is. Got it.
I think BJ been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yo, man, I don't. When did we get so weak? God damn, I'm talking to men. Fuck these words, man. I'm talking to my guys. Why are you concerned about all this weak ass shit? Me
I
and this
think
nigga.
all wait, I think truck drivers are creeps. They just ride up and down the highway picking up
Charleston White is
rollers.
my guy. Charleston White been shitting on truck drivers for the past 5 years. I laugh. He ain't talking about me. Charleston White been shitting on truck drivers for 5 years. He not talking about me. I laugh at it all the time. Charleston White, my guy. Charleston White been shitting on black people the whole time. I laugh. He not talking about me. He not talking about me. I don't care what they say. I don't care about the delivery. I don't care about nothing. I know what I'm doing. And I know what I'm trying to do and where I'm trying to go. And guess what, Kurt? Everybody can't go.
Let's get back to that. Where we going to that? 2020.
Everybody can't go. And Marco, when it's time to build, we got to build. We're not going to worry about the Mexicans because the Mexicans are building. They're not worried about black people.
And look, this is what I say to you. Like, it is not as simple as even if we did have jobs for black people. Black people so messed up, they'll come trying to work for us on some bullshit.
Every time. Every time. It's been nothing but black people that been giving me their ass to kiss And all I've been doing was helping everybody, even family.
So
my bad, Marco. Go ahead, Marco.
So it's a bigger problem across the nation, brother. It's just no answer. Only Heavenly Father, no way to save our race. But now that's the truth. Me and you we gonna do what we gonna do, but it ain't gonna be enough.
Period.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna be enough.
And guess what? Look at this though, Marco. I've been talking about that. I haven't even seen your work. I haven't came to none of your sites, seen you build nothing since we came home. 2015, 2016. Since we came home, I've been saying the same thing. Marco, when I get my bread, I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
You and my man Dre. And I even told you that. You and my man Dre. If I got both of y'all, I know the shit gonna be right.
Right.
I know it's gonna get right. I ain't talking about going to get no white company or no, you know what I mean? No corporate company to come in and, with their builders and their engineers. Nah. Marco, Dre, y'all already know the team to get. I'm with my guys. Right. I trust y'all more than I trust them.
Right.
See, and once again, this is coming from the coon who supports Trump. Once again, this is coming from the coon who supports Trump.
Like, what is a coon? You don't support Trump. You don't even vote for him. So saying that, but I get where you're coming from. But it's just sad that there's a white man like that to say he fixing moral and ethic issues.
That is sad, but he does.
Look at the game. That's why I say it's a mockery, bro. It's all mockery. How you go and you put this here, and now he's got morals for this, morals for that, morals for that.
Let me ask you this. You would have voted for Kamala? You was voting for Kamala?
Yeah, I would vote for because she's black.
See, that's ignorant.
That's
ignorant. We can't move like that. We can't move like that, Marco. But I'm not gonna do how y'all do. You have the right to your decision. It is what it is. All I'm saying is we can't choose people because of the color of their skin.
I can choose the president because of the color of their skin.
I
about a sheriff or somebody like that, I'm gonna vote for the best person.
Hey, Dawu, The Spook That Sat by the Door always was my favorite book. Always. I always played that role. Always. Everywhere. Always. Let's move on, man. Let me ask you I wanted to get into the French. The French are demanding the Statue of Liberty, the Statue of Liberty back.
Yeah, that's great.
The French want us to return the Statue of Liberty.
What
you think about that?
We ain't got it.
Nobody care about the Statue of Liberty.
Naomi Osaka, the tennis player, the young girl,
yeah,
she said the French need to return Haiti's money, 150 million.
That they do. That they really got to return, and that's a lot more important.
That was dope. I'm glad she said that. Her father's Haitian.
That shit is literally like one of the very few modern cases of reparations, and it is insane that the reparations were given from ex-slaves to slave owners to say sorry that we can't work for you anymore. And they gave them 150 million, and they still didn't give that shit back. Literally just paying your slave. That's still slavery. That's basically an extension of slavery for 100 years. That's what ruined Haiti's whole economy. They made them
What, the Statue of Liberty?
No, I'm talking about what Naomi Osaka's talking about, the return the 150 million to Haiti. The money from Haiti was literally just a way to extend slavery for 100 years by making them pay for the labor that they won't be able to give for free for 100 years. And they took all these loans from French banks to pay all that money. They took a billion loans, and the whole economy's been in crisis because of that. 150 million to Haiti is crazy, like a whole different thing than to America.
You know what just crossed my mind? So, matter of fact, I didn't even ask you, Marco. Let me ask you this, Marco. How do you feel about Trump deporting the prisoners, the Venezuelan gangs and all that, to where they went to El Salvador, the Venezuelan prison or whatever. And how do you feel about that?
What is the feeling? And that's just, I mean, it's a good thing, man. I mean, you got them out of here and sent them to another country.
And so, how do you feel about American Judge James Boasberg trying to stop the plane, make the plane return to bring these criminals, illegals back to America? How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, right is right if you're trying to be right. Right? I mean, if they're trying to be right about it and they committed these crimes, no, we don't. But I mean, what are they gonna do? Sort it out? At this point, it's too late. They don't. You know, this is what government does. It ain't even about being Donald Trump, Biden. It's the people, the Congress, and all the votes that go in for them to vote on this stuff to make them pop.
No, look. The funny part is, it was some Democratic officials that was down with it.
Yeah,
Get them up out of here.
Yes, through due process. That's a whole different thing. There's voting.
We passed that. We passed that, no? We passed that.
No, we're not, because you're still acting like a president making a decision to kick all these people out overnight with no hearing, no nothing, is the same as Congress putting something up to a vote or pushing a bill, or the same as a judge actually going through due process and determining that. It's not the same. You can't say we passed that. It's not the same.
No, we all passed that because we at war.
No, we're not.
Hold on real quick, y'all. I want to say rest in peace to George Foreman, passed away today, 76 years old.
Damn.
Oh, George.
I just seen him punch in the bag.
Yeah, his family announced today via Instagram
Rest
post.
in peace, George Foreman, man. So,
what's going on?
we're at war, technically. We're being invaded, so we're at war. So he was able to use the Enemies Act of the Alien Enemies Act of 1789. That's a law. That's a constitution. That's why he was able to do that. And not only that, the president, where did they go? El Salvador or Venezuela?
I think El Salvador.
El Salvador? The president was cool with it. Bring him on in. Come on. He did get $6 million.
He's throwing them in jails. Did you see the videos of the Salvador jails? They're packed up in there like sardines.
So?
They don't got no beds. They don't got no beds in jail. They're just packed up like sardines.
So?
They all gonna get thrown there by another dictator.
So?
The bad part.
I didn't read the thing that I sent you. Did you read what was written on that tombstone that I sent you?
Ask Omar how many times he slept on that steel bed without a mattress, especially in the hole.
And you know what I'm gonna ask him? How would you feel if they threw you in that jail with no trial, no hearing, no plea deal, no nothing? If they just saw you, arrested you, and threw you in that jail, I tell you, he'd be a lot more mad than he is right now. At least he got thrown in there after due process. And that's the thing that you talk about is these other people. It's happening to other people. Why we got to worry about the Mexicans? Did you read this thing that I sent you?
Well, they're in jail. The reason why they're in jail because they committed crimes. They're not deporting people and putting them in jail. They was already in jail.
No.
They was already prisoners. That's why they going in jail. The people they deported didn't go to jail. They just got deported. There's a difference.
You're just talking about this point.
I'm just talking about the ones. It was how many they deported? 800 people? I don't know. The ones they deported that went to actually the jail was criminals.
Yeah.
They was already arrested here. So they're going to jail over there. The regular people they deported, they didn't put them in jail. So it is what it is. You're a criminal.
That's a lie.
You're a criminal. Why are we worried about criminals? You're a criminal.
Quit spurting lies that you heard off of Twitter, man. It's not the truth.
What'd you say, Kurt?
Yeah, I'm Googling it.
Yeah, I'll do some Googling.
Oh, you know why the judge wanted to turn that plane back around? Because he was appointed by Obama in 2015. That's Obama's boy.
Yeah.
So anything Trump does, Trump goes through it too. He's gonna go through it. They gonna try to block him and sabotage him and all that. Look it up. That's Obama's boy. Obama put him in there 2015. No, look it up.
You
Obama
made a
put him in there.
statement that we at war. The only time you can declare war, that he has to go through Congress and tell
Under
Congress
Obama, yeah.
there is a war. There is no armed war going on. It's a war against his ass. That's it.
Against who?
Trump. Trump is the one that's saying it's a war. We don't have no war against those people.
So I don't understand. So you cool with a war being against your president?
He ain't my president. He's your president. I ain't voting for him.
They're gonna knock your shit off anyway.
You sound like the rest of them Democrats.
Yeah.
Well, was you with the ones that was the insurrection that ran up in the Congress talking about kill the vice president? Come on. Everything they've done has been against the Constitution, but because they have empowered him, he didn't got control. He paid off half the Congress and the House of Representatives that he's just doing what he wants. You have to go through Congress to do things. Just being president don't mean you say something and it is what it is. Because that's not how this country operates under, as you call, the law. So don't say that we can hold one person to the law, but somebody else don't have to be held to the law.
I mean, every administration does that. Biden administration didn't hold nobody that he didn't want to hold nobody according to no law neither. He even gave out future pardons. So that happens for everybody. Everybody that's in power. That's why you got to get in power. That's why you got to stop complaining, stop being a victim, make moves to get in power, to be able to
under the law, there are certain rules. That's why they got
the only reason. Okay, it's certain rules. Okay, it's certain rules. Okay.
There's a thing called separation of power. The judicial have one set of principles. It's guardrails for each one of them. You got the judicial, you got the legislators, and you got the executive.
It seems like you're the only one that care about that, man. Because nobody cares about that. Trump damn sure don't.
He's acting like
he broke the law.
He's doing what he want. That's that. We don't even got to go into that. Trump doing what he want, and I don't have no problem with the leader of the country saying and doing what he want for the betterment of the country I live in.
You don't have a problem with him breaking the law. You shouldn't have a problem with nobody else breaking the law. It's like you saying, like, you did what you did when you was young, but if somebody else do it now, they should get the death penalty. That shit don't sound right. That sounds like hypocritical shit, man.
And these people were not serving other sentences. I'm just fact checking that. These people were thrown into a maximum security, detention center in Texas because the Trump administration accused them of being gang affiliated, and all of their family have said they have no ties to gang. There's still not been any proof.
What you expect them to say?
Obviously, but there's what do I expect Trump to say? That they in a gang. So,
all right, they out of here.
What's the proof that they?
And I approve.
All right,
they're out of here, and I approve.
BJ,
I'm just gonna read. It doesn't make it right. It don't make it right.
I don't care about being right or wrong. I want shit done. I don't give a fuck. Y'all still trying to be right. It's always the losing team that want to play by the rules.
Nah.
Always. It's always the losing team talking about rules and what's right and wrong. Always.
But what all people trying to get you to understand is that there's a certain way to do shit, and if you going around,
No, it ain't. Not now.
Okay.
It wasn't a certain way to do shit when our people was going through it.
If they commit crime, round their ass up and get them out of here.
It wasn't a certain way to do it when it was our turn. Since y'all want to go back, y'all talking about history. Y'all forgot when it was on us, when it was our turn. It wasn't a certain way to do it then.
It wasn't right, though.
I don't care.
BG, that mentality is just wrong. That's
just like nobody cared back then. I don't care. I'm worried about us
it's
first.
It's just going to keep happening in cycles. Listen to this.
So what? We can't stop it. Go ahead.
Listen to this. They came first for the communists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Catholics, and I didn't speak up because I was a Protestant. Then they came for me, and by that time, nobody was left to speak up. This is the mentality. This was on somebody's tombstone, some politician. But this is the mentality you perpetuate. If everybody just go look at other people and say, "Oh, he didn't stand up for me when I was going through it, so he could go through it." It's gonna be in turns. White people gonna stay in power, and every minority gonna have its time at the stake. And we just gonna keep throwing it around. Black people now, Palestinians tomorrow, Spanish people after tomorrow, and then
that don't apply to me.
Perpetuating.
That don't apply to us. You know why?
How? What you gonna do when somebody comes to your house and handcuff you and throw you in a plane? What you gonna do?
We already went through that.
You think history repeats itself?
We already went through that.
History repeats itself.
You know why that don't apply to us? Because we was started with that. They started the shit they doing to them.
It's about to
they
go full
perfected
circle.
it.
Full circle.
Doing it to us. The shit they doing now, they perfected it, practicing on us.
But you're not immune to it because you went through it
I don't
once.
care. I am immune to it, just like we immune to each other killing each other. Just like we immune to niggas killing each other and these babies dying, I'm immune to it. I am.
You just got blind faith in a man who literally has started.
No, I don't have faith in nothing. I don't have faith in man. I only have faith in Allah. That's it. I don't have faith in no man at all. I don't care about him.
When Trump is done with this,
I don't care about him. Y'all care about him more than I do. I don't care about him. And I damn sure I don't care about the people that he's getting up out of here. I don't.
Yeah.
Do y'all realize, Kurt, you sitting here so concerned about the Hispanics and the Mexicans and all that. Do y'all realize there's still a race war in California? And they kicking blacks' ass in California? They killing blacks in California?
And they still don't make it right.
Texas? I'm just saying. Why do you care so much about them people? Why do you care so much about people that's actually kicking your people's ass today?
I don't. That's why I'm talking about Donald Trump.
You do, because you keep talking about the Mexicans. You do. You keep talking about them. Me and Marco was talking about what we gonna do. You still was worried about the Mexicans that got kicked out of the job for $9 an hour. I don't care about them. I'm not talking about them. And I got Mexican homeboys. I got partners.
You know something? It ain't got nothing to do with the skin color. I care about people. If it was wrong that they did it to me and my people, then it's wrong if somebody else do it to somebody else's people. Just like it was wrong when they killed the Jews, slaughtered off the Jews. It's just morally, as you always spoke about what's moral and what is immoral, or what is in accordance to God. It's wrong.
I ain't gonna lie. Me and Harriet Tubman would have left you on the plantation.
I don't care how you
me and Auntie Harriet would have left you.
No,
Auntie Harriet left you, Kurt. You too concerned. One thing about it, you think Harriet Tubman was concerned about people? You think Nat Turner? What? So let me ask you this: what Nat Turner did, was that right or wrong?
To fight to get out of slavery?
You, Kurt, what Nat Turner did, was that right or wrong?
To murder people, yeah.
Yeah, what? Was it right or wrong?
It was wrong. To take a life is wrong because it's not for you to give partake.
So then, like I said,
his uprising,
this is why. Stay right there. He's wrong. It's not right to murder people. And this is why I said me and Auntie Harriet Tubman would have left you. Me and Nat Turner, we probably would have killed you. But I'm going to say left.
We
would have left you.
You wouldn't have been with
you too concerned about being right and wrong. We're not in a position to care about that. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to realize.
With you hollering, Donald Trump sending y'all motherfuckers on the slave thing is okay. Because I
haven't said nothing about Donald Trump. I'm talking about you and me.
You.
I'm talking about what you're saying, and I'm talking about what you're thinking about.
Ain't no way that you would have that Nat Turner would have took you with him, and you hollering that the white man that's sending the people into slavery. Oh, he doing what I need him to do. He doing what I like him to do. I don't care about the people being enslaved. Nat Turner would have killed you.
I would have never said that because we already in slavery. I would have never said that because we already in slavery. The only reason why I'm saying that now, Kurt, is because we're not together. And I don't mean that literally. Mentally, Mentally.
I think I made my point. Now you
Mentally.
can argue whatever it is you want. Your point is moot because Nat wouldn't have
You
taken
right,
you with
Kurt.
him.
Matter of fact, you did make your point. You right, Kurt. Let's get to some comments, Will. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. You my man, but you can't go. You got to
You
stay
my
where you at.
dude, you my dude, and
Cause
you
guess
ain't going
what?
either.
Guess what?
I'm not going to drink
While me and
Kool-Aid.
Marco doing what we doing, I ain't got time to be explaining shit to you, debating with you, arguing with you, worried about all these other people over here. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm only worried about me and mine.
I'm
And
worried
the people
about.
that's worried about me and mine that's going this way. I'm not worried about them. And I'm not worried about what's right or wrong.
So Wu said, what do? We escape from the Democratic Party and start building leverage with Republicans to utilize them while we do for self.
Dawu, they act like we only supposed to deal with Democrats. They act
No.
like we're not supposed to work with anybody. I work with anybody that has the same mentality, not even mentality, but just think like I do, bro. Well, that's mentality. I see the shit. It's things that I support that he's doing. That's it. It's not about loving Trump. It's not about loving the white man. I'm naming specific things that I support that the man is doing. That's it. You guys are talking about slavery and KKK and all this shit that I haven't seen. This is his second term. Y'all said that in 2016 also.
That's what you say to be saying. No, this country is made up of multinational people, a correlation of black, whites, Hispanics, or whatever. It's not about, if you look at Congress now or the Republican Party, you got maybe 2 or 3 black people. Oh, I forgot, they do got a black friend. You know what I'm saying? They're not multinational. They don't consider everybody in America as American.
So in other words, you're saying the Democratic Party is a better party because they have more black people?
No, I said they're multinational. They're not just
So
black.
the Democratic Party is a better party because they have more
I'm
different
not saying they're
nationalities?
better. I say they both wings of the same bird. But I do know this: the Republicans, when you talk about, well, we're gonna give the top 1% a tax cut, and they already gave them a tax cut. It ain't due to expire this year.
Kurt, where did he say that?
All you gotta do is look at the policies that they look at.
Where did he say he's gonna give the top 1% a tax cut?
Have you read?
Show me that. Show me that. I haven't said. I don't want to just be up here talking. I'm tired of hearing people just talking and making shit up.
I'm tired of that,
man. I'm tired of that. Y'all just making shit up.
2025, and everything that's in Project 2025 is in the policies that he's pushing right now.
Name one.
Trying to get rid of the Board of Education, trying to get rid of Social Security, trying to get rid of Medicaid, Medicare for the people, because the rich...
Is he trying to get rid of it, or is he doing it?
He can't get rid of it. It has to go through Congress. They already said that. The only way he can do, the only way you could defund or get rid of a government agency, you have to go through Congress, and they have to.
So then, why are you worried about it?
Because of him trying to do that.
If why are you worried about somebody trying to do something? That's crazy, bro.
Well,
That's crazy,
okay, if somebody was trying,
you know what, Kurt? We gonna move.
If somebody was trying to rob you, you mean to tell me you're not gonna think about it? If somebody is trying to rob you, BJ, you telling me you're not gonna concern yourself with that? If somebody is trying to rape your woman to this day, you're not gonna pay attention to it. You're not gonna look at it.
What's affecting you, Kurt? What's affecting you?
Well, number one, the Social Security and the Medicare.
He said no tax on Social Security.
They are trying to defund it.
He said no tax on Social Security.
He also said he didn't rape that woman.
I'm done.
BJ, you asked for facts. Let me just
go ahead, Noah.
All right,
ahead,
let
Noel.
me give you some quick facts. Trump has always been a very big proponent of trickle-down economics, always said that the best way to benefit the people is to benefit the rich. In 2017, he was pushing the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. He reduced corporate tax from 35 to 21%. He reduced the income tax bracket so that the higher income earners can receive the most substantial benefits. He introduced a 20%.
What year that was, Noel?
2017 and 29, his first presidency, but he did in his first term. I don't know.
Let's go to this presidency.
BJ, he's been around for 2 months. It's kind of hard to find things in this president, but he's still been promoting.
I mean, this is what we're saying. This is what Kurt just said, though. What he's doing now. That's what Kurt just said. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to just be talking and we don't know what we're talking about. So if he's not doing that now, what Kurt said is fake news.
Oh, so
all right. So 2025.
Yeah.
In 2017, I thought we was going back to slavery. I thought the world was gonna end. I was just like y'all. I wasn't with Trump. I wasn't.
In 2025, they pushed to extend the same tax cuts that I just mentioned from the TCJA,
and Biden never cut.
It was supposed to expire in 2025. Biden never cut it.
Biden never changed it because rich people all benefit from it. Democrat or Republican, it don't matter. Trump said that. He said that to Hillary Clinton. Y'all not gonna change the tax cuts because your donors, your people benefit from it also. So don't act like this is a Trump thing.
I don't think it's a.
They're rich.
Biden didn't do it because
it been in there, bro. It been in there. Kurt. Everything you talking about, you're not a factor. You're not a factor, Kurt, because you don't donate money.
Let's talk about the money. In order to pass a tax cut, you got to go through the House. The House passed that bill up to the Senate.
I don't care about the levels of that shit. Listen, Kurt, you don't donate. You're not a donor. I don't care about you. Them people that donate millions of dollars ain't concerned about where this law got to go first.
You, and every time I get ready to talk, you want to jump all the way in.
Because I want to stay on topic. Okay,
the topic is this. You said that Biden didn't change nothing. Biden or Trump don't change nothing. It has to come through the House of Representatives. They pass the bill up to the Senate. The Senate passed it. They add on other stuff to it. They send it back down to the House. And once the House get it, they take it to the president's desk and he enacts it by signing it. He doesn't do anything. Now, if Biden had a slim majority in the House, when they passed that bill and they pushed it up to the Senate killed it. So it never got to his desk. So he could not change nothing. Those are facts.
You just said, but I'm gonna move on after this. You just said Trump. Didn't you just say Trump made the tax cut for the 1%? You just did that. You just said that, right?
Right. When he was in.
Did you just say Trump did it?
Listen what I'm saying.
Did you just say Trump did the tax cut for the 1%?
BJ, you're not listening. When Trump was in office,
you're not gonna answer the question?
He got the House and the Senate. He passed those tax cuts. Those were the tax cuts that he was pushing. Nobody can change it unless the whole makeup of the House and the Senate changed. They had control of the Senate with Mitch McConnell. He wasn't changing shit.
You watching too much news, bro. All right, you right.
He was BJ in the House.
You right, man. Listen, man. If you really want to change something, you better donate some money to whoever you support. You better get them some money, and then they might listen to you. Marco, how you feel about if someone was charged with rape, they get their penis cut off? Because in Louisiana, they castrated the dude that was charged with rape and gave him 50 years.
You can't do both to them, man.
Yeah.
I mean, do one or the other.
But how you feel about that though? Like, how you do you agree with that?
And that's a hard. We all can be proven of the crimes we do commit. There's been people who were innocent got locked up. Right. That'll be a tough one to be mid and wrong. They touch things.
Because we concerned about right and wrong. So how do you don't agree with that, Marco? Do you?
I do and I don't. You know what I mean? I mean, if you know for a fact that they did it, then yeah, that's one of the means. Especially if the victim say, "Yeah, I cut his fingers."
Yeah, he's been convicted, bro. He's out of here. Ain't no ifs about it. He was convicted of it. That's that. Do you agree or disagree about the castration?
I don't have a problem with it if he did.
Cool. What about you, Noah?
No, never. I think it's horrible. I think if you just if you just research how castration has been used historically as a tool, you can just see that this is not something you want in the hands of the government. If you could tell me that the victim could go and cut his dick off, sure. If you're gonna tell me the government gonna be cutting dicks off, that's literally happened in history several times. It's been used against slaves. It's been used in the Byzantine Empire. It's been used, I think, in China as well. That's the best way to do genocide without actually doing genocide. Just cut off their ability to procreate. Why would I ever want the government to think they have a right to do that? And off of rape, you know how hard rape is to prove? I've had girlfriends that literally had video recordings and try to prove it, and then they get told there's not enough evidence. Rape is almost impossible to prove if you don't get like a rape test immediately after and have DNA present inside you at the time. So
Yeah,
how
that
do
was
you
my
think
thing.
I'm prosecuting with certainty that this person raped this if there's rarely any DNA involved at all, unless the woman instantly goes and gets a rape kit? It's so easy to abuse it.
So you're for it if the victim gets to cut it
I'm
off?
for the woman cutting the dick off immediately in the act.
Okay. What about you, Kurt?
And she gets no charge or nothing illegally.
I'm a
What
little
about you,
radical in that. I think that that's a form of abortion. You're just cutting off somebody's kid, but
What?
it ain't the same. But no, I think that
I'm not even going. I'm gonna
that
let you
should be
slide on that one.
alternative. I think that should be an
I'm gonna let you
alternative.
slide on that one.
I thought you pro-life, BJ. Don't you like life? They're cutting off the chance of life.
No.
Well,
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about something
right.
totally different.
I'm just elaborating on Kurt's point. He's just saying you always talk about I love life, I love life, I love like fetuses, I'm pro-life. So why you
So
want
cutting a penis off is like having an abortion?
No, but and that's not what I'm saying at all.
That's
saying,
what Kurt said.
Yeah, but then I don't know.
So what
Kurt,
point are you trying to help Kurt with?
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to make an ancillary.
You just
point
jumped in. You said you
this is anti-life. This is anti-life. If you start cutting people's ability.
Nah, if you cut a penis off, he still lives.
Yes, but he can't ever.
But his kids ain't.
It's a good
But
tool.
his kids ain't.
When you rape
reproduction-
someone,
Life.
when you rape someone, you lose that privilege.
I can agree.
In theory, in a perfect legal system, yes. In a legal system where minorities are disproportionately affected, this could be used to change the balance of America. If you look at now the concentration of different prisoners and different based on race, you can see that if we start pushing that it can literally redistribute the composition of society, reduce black people.
It'll stop motherfuckers from raping.
Venezuela.
It'll stop. Yes, it'll stop rape.
It's a lot better to stop people from raping than to.
Happening in men.
It'll stop rape. Go ahead, Marco.
Yeah, you have falsely accused men getting the dick cut off. Man. I mean, it's gonna happen too. So that's the hard part.
Exactly. The Central Park Five would have all had their inability to procreate the rest of their lives, and they would have been proved innocent a couple months, 10 years later. Don't you think that's completely fucked up for 5 men that to never have kids in their life? And what is that? That case alone, one case is like could be 40 black men. 40 black people could have been created, and you're just gonna say no. If they're accused of rape, we can just take their castrate them.
Yeah, that would have just been fucked up. It's gonna be casualties with everything. With everything.
Act like all of these are coincidental casualties. Why?
There's no perfect country. Name me a perfect country.
There's no perfect country, but I'm telling you, the victims of these casualties happen to be of certain minorities more than others. So I don't know why, as a minority, anybody would be advocating for this if you know that it's more likely to harm you than anybody else.
No, okay. So the man in Louisiana, look it up. He's white.
It's one man, BJ. Like, you can't
Yeah,
discount
but I'm
that
saying
it's one man.
y'all
I
make
know that
everything a
elected
black and white
Louisiana.
thing. Y'all
I'm
make
not
everything a
saying
black and white thing.
BJ. I'm not even saying
The
black and
man
white.
that
I'm
got
saying
the
minorities.
man that got his penis cut off in Louisiana is white.
So what? That still doesn't change the fact that white people have less to be scared of than minorities, because usually these things are used against minorities.
Yeah, okay, I get it because black
They
people
can keep
can't
it for
stop
the bad
selling
white
drugs.
people, but they might use
So
it for the good black people. That's what I'm saying. They might use it for the good black people and the good Arabs and the good Spanish people, but they can keep it for the bad white people. Yes, white people are gonna get affected by it too, but they can use it to get people that they want out of the picture. Like, for example, the Black Panthers, the way that they did the whole Charles Manson thing and had Charles Manson murdering left, right, and center. White people died in that, right? Charles Manson killed a shit ton of white people. But why did the CIA allow it? Why did the CIA push it? Because the ultimate goal was to crack down on the Black Panthers. So just because a white person gets affected doesn't mean that they're getting affected at the same scale or level as the ultimate intended victims of whatever rule they're enacting.
I understand what you're saying because when it comes to death penalty for drug dealers, cutting penises off for rapists, the black man is gonna suffer from that because the black man can't do nothing but sell drugs and
That's
rape
not what I'm
people.
saying. That's what you want to
I
hear.
understand.
That's
I
not what I'm
understand.
saying. I just explained it. The white bad people and the black bad people are going to suffer equally. But these tools are frequently used against people that don't deserve to be used against them. It's far less innocent white people that have to deal with what innocent black people and innocent other minorities have to deal with. I'm not saying all the bad ones is black. You spinning it that way. I'm saying that it's more likely to affect the people that are innocent in the minorities because they use it as a form of political oppression to make the Black Panthers shut the fuck up, because they did use that, and there's CIA files that show that they did do that. So
That ain't had nothing to do with the Black Panthers. They ain't used none of that against the Black Panthers. They didn't use nothing against the Black Panthers.
they didn't have Charles Manson roaming free for 10 years, killing people left, right, and center because they.
No, Charles Manson was in L.A. killing celebrities and shit.
Yes, BJ, because he was. BJ, there's literally. I'm just gonna send you the report.
I know the CIA was fucking him up, playing with his mind. He was with the CIA for a minute. They fucked him up. Then they released him, and he went. His killing spree was on white people, though.
That's what I'm saying, is that it affected white people, but the only reason it was allowed because they had the CIA files showed that this whole thing was because they were trying to crack down on the Black Panthers. That's why they allowed it to go on for so long, even the white people were getting killed.
I just Kurt. Kurt, that's you? Yeah, the only reason why I have a hard time believing that because when they wanted to crack down on the Black Panthers, they just kicked their door in and killed them in their sleep.
Yeah, because that.
And it was over.
Yeah, because it escalated, and then they thought that that's what they needed to do. But initially, they were trying to do it in a lot more discreet ways, and that's why there was secret CIA files that only got released 50 years later.
So what do y'all think? Well, let me see what time it is.
We got like 10 minutes.
All right, what do y'all think homosexuality is a mental health issue, Marco?
Yeah, I do.
What you think, Kurt?
I think it's a mental health issue. But it's individuals. I mean, you know.
I think it's two things.
You know, I don't care what somebody's sexuality is as long as they're not pushing that on me or my kids. You want a man? Go get you a man. I don't give a damn. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me to make that moral judge. You know, I'm not condemning anything. I think it's wrong. Yes, but I think it's wrong. That's why I don't participate in it. I can't say whether it's wrong for somebody else. I think it's immoral. You know?
Do you think it's a mental health issue?
I think it has something to do with the mentality, yeah.
And environmental. I think it's environmental and mental.
Like how the water make the frogs gay?
No. Well, yeah, in a sense, yeah.
I think it's
the other frogs being gay, then they want to be gay. So you see more of it. You put it out there and you advertise it. Hell, you got a billboard that had a black man on Memorial Drive with a baby. Say, this could be you. See, it goes too far.
No, it's all in the music. It's been in the music for years. You know, I mean, music is in what they put on the TV. They
make you think it's okay.
No, it's not for me to make. It's not okay for me. What it is for somebody else, I don't make judgments for other people. It might be okay for somebody to sell drugs. If that's what they're gonna do, is it okay with me? No, it's not. If they do it, they have to answer for that.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah.
What you think, Noah?
I think it's a deviation, but I feel like when you say mental illness, it implies that there's a treatment that people start to like, as somebody that comes from a place with conversion therapy and all these treatments for being gay, where being gay is actually treated as an illness. I don't think it's right to treat it as an illness because I don't think there's a cure or a treatment for it. So there's no real benefit to characterizing it as an illness. I think it's a mental deviation. It's definitely not how most people are born, how most people, it's an environmental and genetic deviation that most of the time does.
Well, for it to be a mental illness or a mental disorder, it don't have to have a cure. Because
I just feel like that's what humans try to do with illnesses. They try to treat them. So
well, look, the definition of mental illness, mental disorder is a wide range of conditions that affect mood, thinking, and behavior.
Yeah, they've got crazy shit as mental illnesses. Even the whole bullshit about borderline personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder. These is just unusual character traits that are now being characterized as an illness to prescribe treatment for them. When in reality, a narcissist can be a narcissist. You're not gonna medicate him out of it.
Actually, I think it was in the mental health book in the 80s. It was in the mental disorder book in the 80s. They took it out in the 90s or some shit. Like recently, and they took it out. But it was a mental illness back then, but they took it out for some reason.
I don't think it belongs there, and I don't think a lot of illnesses belong.
You know, killing is a mental illness.
You ready for it?
Yeah, that's definitely.
Let's check this. We're gonna check this video out and tell me what y'all think. Get y'all reaction to this video.
Dead at bring it back. I want to know where I'm not welcome, okay? Put them signs back up. Colors only, whites only. Let's do it, all right? Rip the Band-Aid off. Especially for a restaurant. Are you kidding me? Whites only? What do I want to do in there? What they got? Mashed potatoes, mayonnaise, hot dogs. Colors only, we got seasoning, turmeric, paprika.
Okay, I like this.
Okay.
You were saying that the black excellence.
Absolutely.
The segregation is to get the
colored excellence.
Okay.
Okay. What's the playlist in the whites only spot? They playing Carrie Underwood and Kid Rock. We playing Babyface and Diggable Planets. Ain't no overhead lighting. What are you talking about?
Wait, where am I going?
Colors.
Hell yeah.
Look at his hair. Talking about where am I going? That's the problem with North Africans.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. I'm in. 100% agree. Let's go.
Talk about where I'm going.
Oh, man, yeah.
What happens to you in the summertime?
Where are we putting the Italians?
Listen.
I just want to know.
I don't need their food. I don't like tomatoes.
So they're going on the white side.
Black people spend over $1 trillion a year. I would love for the government to force us to spend it on our own people.
This is very good.
Yeah,
I like this a lot.
I brought you over to the side.
And the black airplane?
Oh, come on, the Soul Plane, baby.
I want to be on Soul Plane.
Yes, it's going to be noisy on there, but that's what noise cancellation headphones are for. You know what I'm saying?
And they're going to have all the good movies?
All the good movies, all the good music.
Oh, man.
And while we at it, bring back sundown towns. They never left, but...
What's that?
Well, a sundown town was back in the day during Jim Crow where black people weren't allowed to be in a town after the sunset.
Wow.
So those towns never left. They still exist in America, but they took the signs down. I want them to put the signs back up. I wanted to say 248 miles to the next town that likes colored people. Get your gas in Atlanta. Don't stop till you get to Savannah. All right?
I'm with her.
He with me.
So what's
Yeah. Marco, go ahead. Go ahead, Marco. I'm gonna start with you. Go ahead. What you think?
Man, lady, crazy. I'm gonna tell you, you crazy, she crazy, all y'all crazy, talking that bullshit. But the truth is, we don't need no government to tell us we need to help our own people. See, that's what angers me about the shit. It ain't even about no damn president and all this shit here and this shit here, man. It comes down to us as people what we're gonna do. And then we can't stop playing the race card, this card, but Bill, we cannot act like it's not true that these people do make it hard for black people to do this, to do that, and do this. Right? They'll lock us up more than they'll lock up white people. They give us more time than they give them. We know all of this. But we got to come to the realization, what are we going to do about our generation? Are these kids out here doing what they doing? Because we can't go say, put down the gun and go get a job. We've been telling them that.
Nah, so first off, the elders have to realize that there's a problem first with our people and focus on our people first. The elders, the elderly men, the elderly black men have to realize that there's an issue with our younger generation, that they need attention from us, from the elderly black men. We can't be worried about the Mexicans, white people, Asians. We can't be worried about nobody else and then sit back and be like, what's the next generation gonna do? No, we gotta lead them. We gotta guide them. We gotta get our shit together.
Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say we go, what we do, we go round up all the water boys and talk to them and give them some money, give them some work.
No. We can't do that. That's not even realistic. You know what I'm saying?
All
we
right,
focus
so
on ours, your kids, my kids, Will kids, main kids. You know what I'm saying? We focus on ours first, and ours will be on the same page. It's gonna take time. It's nothing we could do.
Exactly.
We can't just jump out there and just start gathering up black kids just because they black. That's how we get one of our kids killed.
Yeah, that's my point.
We can't mix and mingle all of them. Matter of fact, we gotta overlook them water boys right now. We gotta overlook them and go younger. Them water boys is gone. They already at where they at. We gotta go younger. Yeah, we gotta go 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? The ones that we have control over. We don't have control over the water boys, but we have control over our boys. Your boy, your daughter. You know what I'm saying? Kurt's kids. The ones we have control over is the ones we gotta focus on.
Yeah, but the problem is now, and the problem is young, because you're still talking about 12, 13-year-old boy killing people. And then you're talking about little kids getting killed by them.
Yeah, so, I understand that, but we not gonna be able to stop that, Marco. Not us. You know what I'm saying? We gotta focus on ours. Whatever you got going on, because we somewhat on the same page. We care about our people, even though, you know what I mean, we might go around about it a different way. We still care about our people. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing there. And it's just we gotta focus on our kids. Once our kids get straight, then the next generation, it'll be their kids. We really can't mess with outsiders right now, Marco. We can't just invite people in because they black. That's what took down the Black Panthers. That's what took down Malcolm X and them.
Yeah.
Inviting people in, it was always a black person. Always.
Always been with us.
We gotta screen everybody. Everybody gotta get screened.
And then starting, man, the first thing we got to teach our own is about creation.
That's a fact, Tay.
Creation. Because they got to understand.
That's what I was trying to say. Put that, if we would fix our households first and foremost, then that will pour over into the communities. That's it. That's it. And it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's gonna take time.
But
If
we get away
we
from.
started now, Marco, and we were successful, we wouldn't even see it.
No, we wouldn't see it.
We wouldn't be here.
No,
We wouldn't be
no,
here to see it.
not our lifetime. But
Yeah.
that's
You
what
have a dream. You have a dream.
We still plant the seed though.
You know, it's like this. Learned behavior over centuries, decades, cannot be unlearned in a day. So that you and I put into place today, we will never see the finish line today. That'll happen probably in our kids' time because they'll teach their kids how to be upstanding men in the community, and then their kids will teach, and it'll eventually filter out into the outside world. But a lot of these kids now, I gotta admit that my generation really dropped the ball. A lot of the men was either going to jail or they was
That's a fact.
fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? They was gone.
Because they was fighting
Oh,
for
I
integration.
ain't fucking with their mama, so I ain't fucking with my kids type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
the generation now, you gotta reach one and teach one. You ain't gonna be able to get everybody. It ain't for everybody. They not like us.
Well, they missing the foundation, man. Like all of us have been instilled with some form of, I hate to use the word, but religion. You know, it's all one to me. There's no difference because everything has a higher power. And when you take that out of these kids' life, man, this is the results of it. And
It's
that
the result.
generation is the result of it because they were missing men, lost faith. They started because black people were always about higher power and showing respect to the creator. We
You know,
always do that.
it's like this, Marco. Like I listen to hip hop, but over I guess maybe the last 10 years, I kind of stopped listening to it because of the way the music was going. It was promoting homosexuality. It was promoting killings, and my kids don't even listen to it. If you ask my kids who Tupac or Sexy Red is, they would not be able to tell you because they don't listen to that type of music. They don't look at the programs on TV where you got men in skirts and all that. They ain't. That's not what they groove is. You know, they do other things that are more productive. They, investigate other things. You know, they concern themselves with world issues and politics because politics and religion is hand in glove. They roll hand in hand. It's what controls the life in this country.
And neither one of them are about the higher power.
And neither one of them are about the higher power.
That's what people get lost at when we classify this religion stuff, man. It's like we all bow down to one creator. If you want to call, that's why I say wordplay a lot. I told you wordplay, Bill, because that's all it is. I'm gonna call them this. Oh, you wrong because this is what it is. Well, how you gonna say I'm wrong? Well, I can show you back here. This one they said the name right here, the name right here. Always a name, but what about the principle? This one principle that you glorify. What about that? Basic principle, right?
See, in America, they get it mixed up that Allah is something other than God. It's just a language. Allah in Arabic, if you translate it into English, it says God. It's the same word.
Yeah.
What you want to close
what's
with, Big?
this. My kids, my mother always praised. She was first God Baptist, then she went Muslim. She Muslim now.
This.
So it's always been. I've been raised around it. Have been bred in me for a reason. When you don't do that, when kids don't get it. It don't have to be from a daddy, a mama. It could be from either or. They
Let's
just
do some
need to get it.
comments. Let's run through some
And it's
comments.
lost, man.
What I meant by, the fathers drop the ball is when you take that, the family is a nucleus. You got a mother, you got a father, and it takes, like they say, it takes a village to raise a child.
Right.
mothers are more so the nurturers, and men are more so the people that put the discipline and the morals in their children.
Yeah.
Your mama said don't go outside. You better not go outside, unless you're gonna have to face me. You gonna go out there and hang with that old thug dude out there? It ain't gonna happen. If you go, I'm going. See, we ain't got fathers like we didn't have. Fathers. I think back in the 60s and 70s, when they instituted the welfare system, took the black man out of the family. And that's when all of the nonsense started going on. And even though he was in another family, he wasn't doing shit for those kids either. He was just there for the good time.
We got one final comment from Dawood. So the Prophet Muhammad showed us you can change a corrupt society in 20 years. Put Allah, the Most High, first and foremost in our lives, and we can see it in our lifetime. What y'all think about that before we get out of here?
Well, yeah, and you can substitute Allah with Jehovah, God, whatever you want to put there. That's all I'm saying. It's no. That's why I don't like religion. Yeah, because the Bible got a lot of stuff that it speaks about, and it ain't never about religion in the Bible. It's about people and what they were told not to do.
And as less as 20 years part of it. That's a little bit ambitious.
Nah, it could be done in 5, maybe. Who knows? It could be done in a day. If everybody would believe in our power and believe in certain basic values and ethics, we wouldn't have these problems, now would we?
How long it take to build a house, Marco?
Shit, 3 months.
Well, that's if you got the right crew, right? If everybody working towards the same goal.
Exactly.
So them all properly trained people. We got to get the right crew first. So 5 years is ambitious to me.
Well, I don't know. Who's to say? If everybody was to get those beliefs and ethics, just say it happened tomorrow, then it happened tomorrow in one day. There's no limit of power on what Heavenly Father created can pull together and happen. I know reality say no. Yeah, it might take 30 years. It might take 100 years.
Right.
When we look at it. So, and I feel that way, like it'll take 100 years. But I hope and pray that a change will come sooner than that, because we need it.
I agree. Nora, you gonna take us out of here? You thinking about something?
I actually was thinking about a lot of shit, but I was just reading the last comment. He said the same person said Jesus called him Allah. And yeah, I agree with what he said. I think 20 years is probably a reasonable time frame, but it's just it's going to require a lot of people to change at the same time and adopt like the same mentality. And I think there's too much division now for 20 years to be realistic. Because the first stage, you just have to change everybody's mind, and then it takes 20 years or like 10 to 20 years to actually implement the changes. But sometimes it's hard to really do that in 20 years if people are still that divided, especially in America. Like it feels like it's too. Like
it's gonna take 10 years for Kurt to want to do something for black people.
Oh, it ain't me that just like blacks. That's me that I do. And guess what? Just by this last topic, I finally he got me over on Trump's side. He should get rid of the board of education and let us create our own board of education, because then we could teach our own kids. You know what I'm saying? We could teach our kids.
Finally.
But that's the key thing, and they gotta let you do certain things. Like you just believe that they can just.
It took us 3 hours to get through the Kurt. We making progress.
That's the reason why optional segregation doesn't really exist that often, and especially not in America. It just doesn't happen like that. They don't let people do whatever they want when they segregate. They're always going to have it easier. There's always going to be restrictions imposed.
The only reason why I'm just get rid of the board of education, because if they allow us to teach our own kids,
they never gonna allow that.
if they get rid of the board of education and say, well, we're gonna let the states take care of it, whatever, what we teach our own kids, they're gonna set a criteria that we can only teach them how to whitewash the history of this country, of this barbaric country. You know, we don't want to whitewash it. We want to know about Nat Turner. We want to know about Harriet. Don't whitewash it and say they didn't exist so that you could whitewash how they did us.
What about the history? You know,
that'll be one of the first topics for our next episode. Go ahead, Marco, and then we out of here.
Okay, yeah. The topics you're talking about, like, what about the older history about it? Do we even know why white people hate us so bad? Do anybody know why white people hate black people so bad? Why is that hatred there?
Why?
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about it next week. But
yeah, we'll bring it up on next show.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Marco. That's a good one to open up with.
Yeah, it's serious, man. Because you know, a lot of people believe because they were created. They know it. You believe that?
All right. Well, we appreciate Kurt, Nora, Marco hanging out with us tonight, and cool ass BJ. Appreciate it. This was an outstanding show. We appreciate everyone in the comments for keeping us on our toes, helping us out when we need it, and we'll let y'all know when the next one. Peace.
Later. I'll be safe. Hey, BJ, let me say one thing.